Hey, welcome to Truck Beer.
We doing it?
Oh, here we
I think so. It's doing things.
Do we not get like headphones?
No.
No, man. No.
What do you think this is?
I thought we were gonna be.
He's a catered
Oh,
boy.
fuck this shit. There's no food, or
You brought your own food, fatty.
I want more.
The green room's not open tonight, sorry.
That's funny.
So we're at it. We have the rest of our band members here. First time ever.
No, I've been on before.
You've been on for like a minute. You just say like a couple of words.
This is the first time Chad's been on.
Yeah.
sure.
Officially.
Officially.
Well, Chad has.
I've
said
snuck
only-
in a couple times.
Yes. Yeah. But like, yeah.
Headphones. What do you think this is?
Well, you know,
He's using his drummer's mic too. That's what's
And it's
funny.
hot. I had to turn you way down.
it feels good to hold it. You know,
Let's
gotta-
finally hold a mic.
This isn't
It
a
feels
drumstick
good to
at all.
be heard for the first time ever. It's actually disappointing that you don't talk more, like when we played, because you do.
Did
say
you
the-
talk on Saturday?
No.
I didn't think
So
you were like, I
I-
turned my mic on live so I could talk to the crowd.
I had it set to go to the mains, and then I turned it off for the other bands. And
Yeah.
Forgot
when
to
we
turn
got
it
up there.
back on.
Yeah, I just forgot.
Yeah, I don't need to be in front of a crowd with a microphone anymore. I got a little bit hectic after the show. I didn't mean to do that.
But what you said was really.
It
It
sounded
was good,
great.
yeah.
I was
And
wondering-
I was like trying to get the mic on,
And then
as soon as I
finally
got it
Matt
on, you just like
Matt's
fuck
like,
it
"No,
and
kill it."
moved over here in the
Well,
middle.
I unmuted mine and I was like, huh.
Yeah,
And you were like,
then
"No!"
I thought he was grabbing Josh's, so I turned Josh's back.
Yeah,
on.
I went full
But
like
then he
fuck
just-
it, we'll do it live.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Just
he
mic
just-
roulette.
just
It was
screaming.
cool, man. I people said what I said was good.
Yeah, it was.
I don't really remember. Much.
No, it was good.
You basically said
was good.
save the scene. Don't
Yeah,
let the scene
save
die.
The scene. Don't let people forget what we built here. Is pretty much like what you were saying.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
glorious. Like they were. It's unfortunate
like
that you
that-
don't remember it because it was a very powerful moment.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
remember doing it.
I think it was better without a mic.
It seemed like
Everybody
raw.
was like,
Yep.
I know for a
quiet.
fact I
At
told the
one
crowd
point-
to shut up. I was
Yeah,
like,
you did.
hush.
No, you did it in a cool way though, because like you got them to cheer for us, and they're like, yeah, but bring it down, and then you would say something else.
I don't know.
It was really cool.
You know what we didn't
Worked
do
out.
is get a picture on stage all together at the end of the night.
Yeah,
Well, we got one.
We have
Contrary.
one kind
We
of.
did get
There is
one.
a lady that has a picture of just us because I kicked that.
That
one
fine
chick.
cousin of yours has a
that
picture
one
of all of
chick.
us.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good. Maybe she should send it to me.
It's on her Facebook.
Oh.
I've been creeping.
I haven't seen a whole lot of pictures from the show. Zach posted a cool one from
The
outside.
dear
Yeah.
sweet 808 lady.
Yeah, we
she's
should-
taking a bunch.
We should give her a shout out.
I just did.
I mean, like in detail though, like what she said. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, I'll read it. So this dear sweet queen.
One of these.
Sure.
Real American.
Real American beer.
That's hilarious.
So if you guys don't follow 808 P, well, actually it's underscore 808 Picks. She said a good run. Some bands you just bond with. Running with Giants, this group of incredibly passionate, talented men will leave a vacancy in the East Texas scene that will be impossible to fill. And
Ooh.
that is a very,
Yeah, that was
very
nice.
kind thing to say.
It was.
She's been very sweet to us. She's taken photos of us at a couple of shows we've had, and she's like uber talented. I don't know what kind of camera she has, but like some of the quality she produces is do it perfect.
Yeah, Chad, you're kind of in that picture.
So like, but like the quality of stuff she like releases is
Yeah, it's good stuff.
it's so good
Every time.
The other chick, Alexis, who was with a Set Adrift, she has some photos, mostly of Set Adrift, but she has a couple of us too. She was super dope.
Those guys were
They're fucking-
very good. And I'm
Yeah.
really like I'm glad that they got to play and that we got to see them, but I kind of wish that we would have got to see them in their full potential because
Yeah.
their singer wasn't there. So
Which they were.
Well, dude, their guitar
They
and
said-
singing was awesome.
Yeah,
I know.
He sounded
I know.
freaking dope.
So I
Like,
feel bad for the conversation they're gonna have.
yeah, where
it's
he's
like,
not,
hey,
he gets fired.
I don't need you.
No, I talked to the guitar player for a little while after the show. He was like, "I'm so glad I don't ever have to do that again."
you know what
Dude, he
sucks?
needs to do it.
Yeah.
You know what? I recorded their whole set,
Yeah.
and it sounds so
So
good.
good.
Okay, but
They were
I
solid.
forgot that he was using your mic,
So
and I didn't have your mic on the recording.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You suck.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would you ever?
Why would there be any
Well,
proof that this ever
the whole
existed?
reason I did it was
Robot
for Creep, and you guys don't sing on Creep, so I didn't.
I
have
did
it,
on Saturday.
I didn't have it set, and
Well,
then
I sang,
Josh looked it over his shoulder like,
so
what are
it's
you
like
doing?
it's
No,
just
no,
a solid instrumental for him.
This is what happened for that look is you were talking to the crowd at one point, which I was glad because I needed to grab some water. And it just the whole time in my ears, it's just. And I was like, Matt could be saying anything, and I have no idea what he's saying.
I can hear myself.
I said, was it before Creep or was it 201? I said, if we do good tonight, my dad will call me back.
How'd that work out?
He didn't call you, did
No,
he?
he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We did
he's-
good though.
Yeah, I felt like we did great. It was a super emotional night. Like, there was a lot of times I would just stared in that hallway, not looking at the crowd, because like if I turned around, I got like a weird frog in my throat. It
Yeah,
was-
a
it
little
was not
misty
great.
eyed.
Yeah, I could see you just staring off into the distance.
I was
a couple
trying my
times. I didn't
best.
know if like you were trying not to vomit or
No, I
you
wasn't
know.
gonna vomit. I never vomit.
It's probably a 50-50 shot.
yeah.
No, it was really hard that whole night. The guy who sold me my cab was staring at me like 2 feet away, giddy. So that was like a lot to take in. 2 of my best friends from childhood showed up.
Yeah.
Actually, 3 of my very best friends from childhood. Like my very first best friend was here from like age 2. Like we grew up together. And then Jacob and Ben.
Yep.
You know, that was
cool seeing Jacob.
it was awesome. It was
Yeah.
I didn't have
great
any
seeing-
friends show up, so I'm glad.
We were
yeah,
here.
good job.
Bitch.
Fucking drummers. Always about them.
Everybody outside the band that told me that they were going to show up didn't show up.
That's probably
Really?
for the best, though.
Yep. I'm not going to name names just in case, but
Do it.
I'm super
public-
disappointed.
I had a lot of
public
maybes,
format.
so
if they're
I
any
was
of your
like,
friends, they
you're
don't
not
listen
coming.
to this podcast anyway, so it's
yeah,
fine.
maybe.
I don't know. I just that whole set was. It was.
I was kind of thinking, like, you know, what the one more song would have been, and really all he could have pulled off was probably Masquerade.
Yeah.
But how long has it been since we played that? I was like,
Forever.
I think we could have done
we
it.
could, yeah, we could have pulled it off.
Which, if
There
it was
was-
the only thing you had, like, we could have manipulated it enough to where
We
the
could have
energy-
just played another song again.
Yeah, we could have.
So
That would've
there
been
was
lame.
a hot moment where I thought about just improving.
I would have followed you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You and I can do that,
I would have followed you.
and you
then-
could. I mean,
you guys basically did that on Friday's sound check.
Yeah.
You guys, at the end of New Age Gaze, you went back into some random.
yeah, just
riff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wrote
And I
a.
was like, yeah, do that.
that will be a regret I have for the rest of my life. But here we are. I don't know.
Not doing that?
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay.
Man, once it was done, I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone was screaming one more song, and I was like,
It should have been the wedding singer, man.
it
Should have been.
What the plan was.
Dude, we threatened to do that and not tell you.
Yeah.
They told me.
Oh, they told you.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
good.
I looked at Matt, and like I knew he knew I was thinking
Yeah,
of it,
and I was like,
and
I
it was
can't-
like I could see it in his eyes. I'm like, all right, we're not doing
Yeah, I was like, I can't do another fucking second of
That
this.
that practice that you were sick and you couldn't make it, we learned it, sort of.
Yeah.
Good enough.
it. It sounded good. It was fun.
It was very Midwesty emo scream. Exactly how the song is played.
Right.
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
Adam
Movie
Sandler's
accurate
the
version.
Adam
version.
Sandler created that genre.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mom Jeans and Hot Mulligan owe their life to Adam
Yes.
Sandler and
Thanks,
the Wedding
Adam.
Singer.
Thank you, Sandman.
Yeah.
Actually, thank you, The Cure,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he was listening to a lot
Yep.
of Cure at the time.
Yep, that's true. Man, but yeah, dude, it was
nice.
a great show, and I think we all got to do what we really set out to do that night.
Yeah.
And
Play
I'm,
shows.
I'm with you, like what you said. Yeah, we just down like 40 beers.
Yes, I did that.
I felt
I waited till after we played.
I felt better than what I thought I was gonna feel at the end of the night. I thought I was gonna be like really down, but it felt like we did what we said we were gonna do.
I felt like
I agree with that.
Yeah, I felt like my truest self on stage that night.
I also think that being able to come up here on Friday night and kind of like, you know, all the families were here
Get the cobwebs out.
and like talk about stuff and mess around a little bit and
My
kind
son
of like
was carrying around a hammer.
get that
kinda-
get that
Yeah,
nurse-
dude. He
did,
My
yeah.
kids on the way home was like, "Yo, Ezra was gonna hit people with that hammer." I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I like that's one of the few times I'll be glad to say that my children weren't there and be okay with it because
McCade would have been like, yeah, beat the hell
yeah,
out of
he'd have been
these
like,
dudes.
hit me first and then I'll hit you back.
Yeah.
That's how that would have gone.
Let's see how hard we can swing it.
My daughter really enjoyed playing with Ezra. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said he was a
Cassian
good
said Ezra
time.
was a good time.
Yeah.
He's a wild card, man.
Actually, my daughter Carrington said Titus was the coolest of the bunch.
He plays it cool, man.
Yeah, that's what Zachary said. He's like,
Yeah.
he's just kind of hanging out over there,
He's
just
just-
watching us,
he's just a
seeing
chill
what's
guy.
going on.
Yeah.
Observer.
Just a chill guy.
He likes to watch from the corner.
He's just a chill guy. He's the Kevin James of children.
Paul Blart?
Farblart.
I feel like I didn't get to enjoy like right after the show because I ran off to do sound and like wasn't thinking about it much. So it wasn't until like the end of the night.
I turned into
But
a
it was good.
phantom after we played.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
went-
lost Matt. I was looking for him for a while.
I
'cause
went
wanted
to
come listen to Set Adrift and
I was
Yeah.
listening from outside.
yeah.
Right after the set, I ran back to our merch table because our last song, Dalton Simcox, was like, "How do you fucking sell shirts?" And I was like trying to keep count. in my
Oh
head.
yeah, he did run up
He
there. He's like, "Are
fucked
y'all
me up.
taking cash?"
Goddamn, dude.
Play, dude.
Let
I
us
don't know.
finish this. The shirts can wait. I was trying to keep count. I fucked up.
Dude,
I
the
fucked up
second
hard.
we said the shirts were on sale for $10, everybody's like, "Oh, losing their mind."
Yeah, and I handed out a lot of free shirts. My bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes,
it's,
you just don't make your money back. It's okay.
It's just life, right?
It's just life.
Being in a
By the way, we
band's
have
like
stickers
owning a
for
boat.
sale.
Yeah.
Do what?
Yeah, being in a band's
true.
like owning a boat.
That's true.
You
Yeah,
just
it's
throw
a
money
fucking
at it.
money pit, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody gave us a $20 bill for 2 stickers.
Oh, nice.
Yo.
Nice.
No, I went.
That's those tariff prices.
Donald Trump's America. Hope you guys are strapped in.
I'm not.
I can't do this.
Sorry, inflation.
Yeah, I've gotten so many vendor letters about like hey,
can imagine.
because of the tariffs, we're about to go up 10, 20%. It's like, oh, cool. What do you do? It's like, yep.
I just got two full like 20-foot sticks of stainless 3-inch,
Dude.
and it is 40% higher than it was in December.
Yeah.
So we're here for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's from Japan.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. Apparently, we don't make stainless in the States. I don't know.
You do. It's you get it from Timken, and it's ridiculously expensive.
It's way more
They
than
just
you can
match
get it from
prices.
Malaysia
Yeah.
or Japan or India. Some of that professional talk.
All right.
Get out of there.
Am I right?
Am I right?
So I was part of this for almost 2 years. Just south of 2 years.
The band.
Yeah, the band.
Yeah.
Man, it's been
Yeah.
Time flies. See you, Kevin.
Love you, Kevin Blaylock's been here the whole time.
Yeah,
My
just
A
bad.
little fly on the wall action.
Love you, buddy.
He's like, it's getting real. I gotta get
I
out
gotta
of here.
go.
Somebody's, a girl man's about to cry. I can't see this.
I don't know. Like, I'm very grateful for the experience. Because you guys know I had a pretty horseshit year.
Yeah.
And I've told you all this personally too, but I'll say it here. I don't care. I've talked about this before on the podcast anyway. Not having you dudes around would have made it vastly different. And I would not be as borderline okay as I am now without it. So I'm grateful for that. I appreciate your friendships. That's not changing.
Yeah.
Cell
No.
phones still work.
Yes.
You assholes.
I have a front door.
Yeah. So
You pass my house
So-
every day.
that's true. That's true.
We've said this before on the podcast. This breaking up of the band is not for any other reason than like just professional.
Yeah.
Like people's lives have to change.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't hate each other.
What's that we said that
It
makes it
fucking
suck
pisses
even
me
worse.
off, yeah.
Because like if there was like insurmountable creative differences or this guy's just a piece of trash.
like if my dignity was
okay.
attached.
Ah,
No, but like
I'll kill you.
this group of 4 dudes, like nothing's gonna change. You guys are my brothers for life.
you're my brother.
Yeah. You guys pulled me out of some like pretty wild shit. Even like when I was fighting my ass off to not be a part of this, you guys
We're still.
Yeah, no, we we dug our fingers in and grabbed you.
Like to be honest,
That
since
sounds
this
gross.
is
Yeah, it
the
was
time
good.
for honesty, I would just avoid every one of y'all. Not you. You weren't part of the band yet. I would avoid Josh and Chad and Dennis too. He would reach out, just because like I was trying to like get myself ready to just disappear,
Yeah.
and
We said no.
they said, "No, you're not going to do that, young man. You're going to be a part of this, you like it or not."
Well, I'm glad I finally figured out Chad didn't hate me, so that was cool.
That was like last week though, right?
Yeah, I know.
Just a week ago.
2 years, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, that's about right.
Actually, it was like 4 days. The band's over. Oh, I love you, but like we can't do this anymore.
Now that I don't have to see you again every week, you're kind of an okay fella.
Look, man, we'd get to practice. It was after work. I just wanted to play.
Yeah.
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 No, it was the first time I met you
Oh yeah.
at the bookstore.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
I texted Matt after I left. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
we all like hung out over there. I remember that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I texted-
actually,
Initiation.
there's been
Right.
the bookstore holds that. That's the place for like.
We did.
In-
We have our
like,
our talks.
Yeah,
Well-
we did band talks and like a Christmas party.
No, we did a Christmas party at your house.
We
Yes.
also did one at
Which
the
was
bookstore
so
'cause
fucking awkward.
We went through hatchets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Christmas. I remember that.
But the food was good at my house.
We
The
had-
food was delicious.
We had y'all brought me over to the bookstore, and then y'all were telling me like Omar Espinoza,
Oh yeah.
he's gonna be a part of this, like in the background.
that checked out.
I've never met this motherfucker.
He's coolest dude.
I bet he is.
He's out raising chickens
on
and
Facebook
pigs.
that people live in Gilmer like, do y'all know Omar lives here? I'm like, I guess, dude.
He's homesteading
the
like
word on the
like
street.
yeah. We went out and saw his place.
I was excited. I was still married at the time, and I went home, and I was like, they got Omar. We're gonna fucking make it. And I have yet to meet this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, after I left the bookstore that first time, I texted Matt and I was like,
I think.
that was cool. I think your drummer hates me. And Matt said, no, he just has the emotions of a stone. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
The first time
I still remember that so vividly.
So the first time I met Chad, he was growing his beard back out from his chops,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, this is
Had
a
the
real
full
motherfucker."
Fu Manchu
We were
going.
like practicing at your father-in-law's shop.
Yeah.
So I've known Chad for a while, and I'm pretty sure the first time you hugged me was this last Saturday night.
That's not true.
Pretty sure that was the first time.
It might be.
Because I was like saying goodbye to you guys on stage and stuff, and like our set was over, and Chad's on the other side of the counter, and we're like, "Hey, we dab up." And we're like,
Gotta get one in.
gotta get one in.
I think I am more forceful with hugs than the rest of y'all. I'll hug anybody.
I'll take a hug all day. I usually
hug the
just don't
shit
go
out
in
of
You're not
for
gonna
them.
initiate it.
Yeah.
I kissed you on the cheek the other day.
Yeah.
In front
I
of your
kissed you.
family.
I kissed you
And
back.
he's still here.
Yeah, I went to
It wasn't even 10 o'clock yet.
Yeah, it was like
were-
9:45.
we were-
I came in and I kissed him right on the cheek.
Men kissing men.
You gotta
That's
kiss the
early.
homies, man.
Gotta kiss the homies.
I think it's important for grown dudes to like show affection.
Absolutely.
We've talked
So,
about this.
if you had to pick a favorite moment, and it doesn't have to be since I've been here, it can be any part of the entire iteration of what this band was, what would you pull? What would be your number one thing?
I would say the shift that we all recognize that took place when we played
In Denton.
Dallas, in Denton.
Yep.
Because we went there with the determination to perform so well that the location of the spot that we performed did not dictate our attitude and our performance. We went from thinking we were going to have like a cool stage and it was going to be in Denton. We're outside of East Texas finally. And we played basically in a living room.
Yep.
You know, and I think that
Literally.
it was a living room show. And we struggled through sound check just because I think the sound guy was struggling. And we finally all got to a point where it was just like, no,
Yeah.
man, just run it.
Yeah.
Like, just run it. We were ready to throw it down. Like, we were very minimal with the stuff.
Fuck
that
it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, that's basically the attitude that we had. And we left there, I think, kind of knowing we played with awesome bands that night.
Yeah.
But we left there knowing that we left an everlasting impression. Just
Yeah.
because
Yep.
we were all so determined to be like, you know what? We have what it takes. And we did it.
So
Yeah, that was a fun one.
that's probably my favorite memory with this band is Denton. And like the whole day just felt like we're like a pressure cooker and it's just building.
Well, yeah, because we had to be there for some reason 3 hours before we played.
Yeah, we got there.
It's ridiculous.
We got there 17 years before we were supposed to play.
Due to terrible communication.
Due to
Yeah.
all be here at 4 a.m.
Felt like a house show.
Yeah,
You know,
that's-
in somebody's garage.
We thought we were
everybody
playing
got
the big
bumped down.
stage.
Everybody got bumped down a stage.
Because it
Yeah.
was supposed to rain.
Because it was supposed to rain.
So they made the
Very
indoor
cold.
stage.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
supposed to be our stage, the outdoor stage, which
Yep.
was for the quote unquote bigger bands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody got downgraded. We almost played in the bathroom.
Yes.
That would have been cool
Speaking of the
too.
bathroom.
That's
To
the
this day,
Yeah.
the world record shit.
Yes.
fastest full on shit ever happened.
Fastest-
It's time for us to be on stage.
We sound check.
We barely.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll be right back. We're like, we're playing in fucking 5 minutes.
No, 120 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry about it. I'll be right
Matt was
back.
Got
like,
it.
I'll be right back. And I was like, there's no way. You know, it was like a.
This is impossible.
Well, I didn't say that I had to go shit. I just said, hey, I'll be right back.
I thought you were going to piss. And I was like, we don't have time to
Not
piss.
even for that.
And then he came back, like, no shit, 2 minutes later.
Looking lighter than a feather.
And he's like, that was the fastest shit I've ever taken in my life. And I was like, you took a shit. Yeah.
Had to have been one of those like ghost shits.
There was
well,
no
like
wipe. Yeah.
you and you, nothing
I
to
like
wipe.
to think-
You're good.
I like to think it was like a torpedo log that just like boom,
It's kind of how it was.
yeah,
It's great.
went straight to the septic tank, no flush.
It was a depth charge.
So anyway, this is Dead Trees.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed we never played on the inside stage there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that stage.
It's a good, like that's a cool ass stage.
We played the living
room.
We played outside. We
Yeah.
played the
So like
It's cool. We went from the lowest to the greatest. Though.
yeah.
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 That's a
So we played that show, and then we had that show at Haltom, and y'all were like, "This is such a tiny stage." I was like, "This is when I still didn't know you guys super well." I was like, "Do you understand some of the venues that I've played at in my life? This is fantastic."
Yeah.
I've played venues where it was like a 4x8 sheet of plywood on 2x4s.
Mm-hmm.
That's the drum riser,
Good luck.
and then just set your shit up in this area.
first show I ever played. I built my own stage out of pallets.
It's
great-
amazing.
It's a great way to break an ankle.
That fake turf grass stuff.
Nice.
And I was like, it was sound. We put the drums up there, all the cabs.
You
everybody was up there.
You played a show that I helped put on years ago on a
the
trailer.
trailer.
Yeah.
I've played a couple.
Yeah, I've
of
played
trailer
plenty
shows.
of-
Jake
plenty
and
of
I
trailer
literally
shows.
Shared that story Saturday night.
No, good.
As
I'm
a
glad.
drummer, that's terrifying.
It is because I feel like I'm
'Cause
falling
you're
off the
going
whole
backwards.
time.
Yeah, you're dead
Yeah.
if you fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of videos to back that up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I've seen them, and it's my fear. I've got
Gravity
one of those coming
is
up.
undefeated.
I'm playing with the bluegrass band for that tractor thing in Kilgore, and it's always on a
love
trailer.
tractors,
And I'm like, I'm gonna fall off. I like playing that one. It's fun. It's a tractor parade.
Hell
It's the
yeah,
best,
dude. I'll come to it.
I bet they get lit at the after party.
dude.
Hey,
It's
shout
wild.
out Fred. At
Yeah,
the
Fred.
Mercantile
Oh yeah,
in Kilgore.
Fred has
Yeah.
hooked
He's a
us
real
up.
boy.
Yep.
I like that guy a lot. He's
Fred has hooked us up so much.
so whenever an adult is nice to my kids, just overly nice, but not too nice where I'm like, hey, creeper.
Yeah,
He's like the
Nah.
perfect balance.
Fred's just a good dude
He's just
all
a
around.
great guy,
Yeah.
and he has a great business. Are y'all gonna go pee in each other's butts?
Josh needs a new beer.
Ooh! What's your favorite memory, Chadwick?
wish I pulled out
Reno's.
You know, Reno's had the fucking makings to be my favorite show because
It-
like everybody I loved was there.
Dude, it was gonna be a good show.
I was so
That was a
excited.
cool ass stage.
I was so
Like
excited.
that room back there was dope. Had a cool bar.
That show did like it like pulled the veil to realize like I know who the guys are in this band that will fucking do whatever it takes.
Yeah, we nailed. I mean, we got 2 songs out. It was a good time.
Yeah, and the guy.
Nah, I honestly think the most fun and like I think the recording studio this last time was a lot of fun. That was fun.
No, yeah, the recording studio was really.
I love playing shows,
Studios.
but I think
always
we just had a good
bonus,
time at the studio, man.
When we
like-
had the hotel room all together.
The Top Golf night was fantastic.
Top
was a
Golf was
great
good.
time,
Yeah, that was a
dude.
good time.
The only bad part about it was Chad snoring. Yes,
Well, those two together.
you
Yeah.
guys are
Look.
sleeping.
Snore, and I would die on that
Hey,
hill.
y'all were
You almost died that night.
I
you
was
all-
sick, and you know
Hey,
it.
hey, Matt and I I think we both woke up around like 5 in the morning, and we're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
We're gonna have to kill.
No, I went to sleep at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, because
I have a disease,
'Cause there was a
guys.
chainsaw
It's a
next to it.
disease.
did you get a CPAP?
I have to get one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you absolutely. You
Yeah.
haven't got it
We've
yet.
been
No, I
telling
still
you
have to-
that
I
for
see
6
your
months.
tired eyes.
I had
You need
to-
to get it, dude.
I'm dead inside.
I should be asleep right now.
Now the sleep doctor I went to originally they're like referring me to someone else because of
Yeah.
how severe my shit is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it a mortician?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bazinga.
Still got it.
Got him.
He sent that message the other day. I was like, "Yeah, no fucking shit, dude.
We tried to tell you.
You're dying when you sleep, dude." Poor Laura.
Yeah, apparently.
I think at
Yeah.
one point you did stop breathing for
Yeah.
like 2 minutes.
I
It's-
think
it's
Laura
like
would be
47
20%
seconds.
It
less
was-
sassy
it
if
was
you got a CPAP
10
machine.
10 plus seconds of not breathing 71 times an hour.
So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
hey, so when
That's
I
crazy.
Yeah.
when I had my sleep study done years ago, I was heavier a little bit, but I was like
Chunky
like-
man.
Yeah, chunky man. I had 177 arousals. That's what it said on my paperwork.
That sounds
And I'm
like
with the
something I've heard of
doctor.
before.
No, listen. I was with
Checks
the
out.
doctor.
Checks out.
I was with the doctor and I was reading it and I looked up at her. I was like,
How did you know?
"Can you see that?" And she's like, "No. That's
Matthew, everyone can see that.
yeah, that big thick meat stick, daddy." No, I was just like,
Gross.
and it wasn't what I thought it was. It's when like you
Obviously.
you're like not breathing and you're kind
Yeah.
of moving and stuff like that. The lady that when I did the sleep study, she woke me up 4 times to tell me to put my legs down because I was kicking my legs up and like kicking in my sleep. She's like, "What the?
No, mommy, I don't want to go.
Baby needs changing."
Baby need milk.
Matt,
Yeah,
Matt
no, I
drinks
don't
like
move a lot.
puppy.
I just don't breathe.
Yeah, the studio
You're
was.
chasing rabbits or something.
Yeah, I'm a dog
Yeah.
in more ways than one.
Get a boy.
So, no, the studio is fun. Like Joey has made that like a flawless thing. It's fun to be there.
Yeah, until you get to wait for tracks.
You gotta wait for fucking tracks for 1,000
Look,
years.
he's busy, you know.
He's either partying or shoveling snow.
He messages.
or shoveling snow to get into the
We
party.
send him a message saying like, "Hey, where them tracks at?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, Chicago's getting fucking raped by the snowstorm. I'm shoveling snow for my parents." And I was like, "What? What the fuck are you saying?"
Sorry, guys. Detroit flooded and froze over. I don't know if you heard.
First tracks we got back though sound really good. Sound really good.
He's from Michigan.
Yeah. Yep.
I forget about that. I
can
forget about
happen.
that.
He's like Eminem or Kid Rock
I'm a cold boy.
or Jack
Jack
White.
Black?
Jack White.
Oh. Who's the guy? Cat Scratch Fever. What's his name?
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
The
also-
Nuge.
Also from Michigan.
How do you not know the Nuge?
It's been
Dude?
forever, man. I haven't said
Did y'all ever play that game back in the day called Deer Avenger?
Yeah.
You know,
Where the deer is.
The
and,
Deer's the hunter?
like
Yeah.
and like you had like deer
shoot
like
salt.
calls, and one of them was like, "Who wants to see the Nuge? I got tickets for the Nuge." That shit was the best.
Such a good game.
I didn't understand the salt shakers you had to shoot, but like, I guess they're like, iodine.
for your margarita.
I guess.
That game was
What's a
wild.
deer
What's
hunting?
wild is that we played that as young children.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
And
it
we
came
would
with
never let our
every,
children
like-
play that game.
I think it came with every like brand new like Hewlett Packard.
Yeah, it was on the PCs
Yeah.
way back.
It's like when you two fucked us all that had iPhones back in the day.
Fuck you, Bono.
Not a fan of that. Not a fan.
Did you tell your favorite thing?
Yeah, what was your favorite?
So I didn't get to hear your initial answer. Where
I said Reno's.
It was yeah, it was Reno's.
I heard the laughter. Okay.
And then he talked about
The studio.
Yeah,
yeah.
studio.
experience.
Man, I don't know. I think to me, it's sort of the same as yours, Josh. That first show that we went to and played in Denton, where we had to. That's when we hadn't done anything really, but we'd played 2 local shows maybe
Yeah,
at that point in time.
Nothing huge and crazy.
I was still relatively new to the group. I didn't really know. I've known Matt for half my life, but I didn't really know you guys on a personal level. And we were because like I said, we got there 3.5 hours before we had to play. We had to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
And I felt like that's when we really kind of clicked as a group about, okay, yeah, this is going to be fun. Like, we can do this. And then we
Yeah.
played the show, and it was like, oh, yeah, this is great. And then, like, all the random ass road trips we've taken after that. Like, I enjoy I love playing shows. Yes, that's fantastic. But I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah, the in between's a good time.
Especially, like, in the studio when we're all, like, you know, Chad's in there laying down drum tracks, and we're all standing in the big mirror.
Yeah, all your
flashing
shirts
in our
off.
Soggy titties.
It's a good time.
It's really funny to me too. Like, for instance, like Denton, we were super professional. Showed up because they said we should, you know, load in all the stuff. This was going to be the sound check time and all the things. And we had been talking probably over a month with everybody coordinating, like,
Yeah.
what equipment we were allowed to use, what
Yep.
we should all bring, who's backlining, all the stuff. What's funny to me is we went there and like
None of that happened.
None of it happened. So yes, we did get to sit around and hang out, and then we play like a show at Haltom Theater, and we were running late due to traffic or whatever it was. We set up sound check, start exactly on time, and ran an exact 30-minute set.
Yeah.
And it was the most impressive thing I think we've ever done technically.
The second Haltom show we played.
Yes, on
Yeah.
the big stage.
Yeah.
On
The big stage.
Yeah.
And
That
so
was-
it was like a miracle happened because
You
we were
were-
all like, oh no, we're not
you
gonna
were
make
at
it in
Right.
time.
You were an unhappy boy at that show. You
It
were
was-
stressed
it was
out.
rough,
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
stressed. We were running late. We were running behind, but we ran an exact set. Like
It
by
was
the time the
solid.
last
No, I set a
song-
timer on my phone.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was like, "Here we go," and
It was wild.
and
That
it
was a really fun show.
It was.
Yeah.
It was the exact timing we need.
That was the. Was that y'all's first time at the Italian food restaurant?
Yeah. That place was
That's
great.
what I'm gonna miss the most.
I'm gonna drive there again.
Yeah.
We should
Go
take
to
a
that
weekend
pizza
road
place
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that pizza
good.
was so good.
Everything
Yeah.
they have is good.
Yes.
Just a cool place too.
Yeah.
It's like definitely
Old school,
some
they-
kind of like
It's a
cover.
front.
Yeah, it's a front like for the
some kind of
mafia.
debauchery.
It is
Yeah.
1,000 mafia. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,000%.
Mama's
Still
doing the
using
books.
Yeah,
in the
she's
corner.
back there cooking the books. Yeah.
The first time that we
That
played,
yes. She
him
had
and
a
I went,
whole
and
bunch
she
of-
was sitting in that first booth right there by the soda machine, and she had ledgers open and was just going through like, you know,
Yeah.
like literally doing
Who
old school
paid
math.
their dues
Yeah, it was.
this
I was like,
week?
oh, we are in the real
What is that
right
place
now.
called?
I don't
Joe's?
remember.
Hold on, look.
I mean, that sounds right.
No.
No,
What was it?
Papa Joe's. I'm just gonna get super like offensive with Italian people.
It's Guido's, right? Is that Guido's?
Those grease balls.
But what did it taste like?
Big Joe's.
Big
I knew it was
Joe's.
something dumb. It's great.
That pizza was phenomenal.
It's so good.
So good.
I could have eaten so many pieces.
Yeah, you
And
got
it's
like
cheap.
I know, like for what you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
their
so good.
calzone is insane. It none of it makes sense, and they have these cool portraits
Yep.
painted on the walls. Some of them are like Dallas Cowboys. The rest of them are like these mafiosos. You know?
It's fantastic. It's
fantastic.
exactly what you think it should be.
Yeah, and it's right next door to Haltom Theater.
Yep.
Don't bring food from there to Haltom Theater.
No, they don't like that
Because
they sell
Homeboy-
food.
Homeboy, like what that show, they ordered a pizza and
Yeah.
they were eating. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, y'all need to get
Yeah,
this
get
fucking
this shit outta here."
I make money off food. You're bringing other people's food in here. That's bullshit." And they were another band, and they're like, "Okay."
Wow.
Yeah, I think he could have handled that differently.
Yeah.
but
100%. Like
yeah.
the first time we played at Haltom, we played right across from the grill, the little
Yeah.
restaurant burger
Yeah.
thing inside.
yeah.
The Burger Deli.
They wouldn't let us bring in the energy drinks.
Oh yeah,
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 shut
yeah.
them down.
And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, like
Fuck
we're
you.
with the band. We don't play until midnight. I was
Please.
like, we're gonna need.
Well, I'll
this
sell
to
you one for
survive.
$6.
It's either this monster or we're gonna be rolling bowls in the bathroom. We're gonna find somebody with a good hookup.
Yeah.
Overall, though, that's a cool venue.
Yeah.
It is. It
cool
is.
venue.
They do
And-
some really awesome shows there.
And
too.
they're that guy that owns it, the weird one that wears like
Yeah.
a suit jacket with shorts.
Yep.
Does he own it, or is he just the?
No,
like,
he's part of. He's
promoter.
one of the owners. He's very passionate about like keeping music going.
Yes, he's a good
So
dude.
he's a good guy.
That main stage is huge.
Yep.
That room is huge. You could have a killer show there.
I don't know why they don't have more
Bigger
bigger
bands or
mainstream guys
something.
coming through.
Yeah, I think
so
they
far out of the
probably
way.
lose out to closer. You know, you get your bigger
Yeah,
shows
you can
in
go
Dallas.
to Dallas
Yeah,
and have more pull than you would at Haltom.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
But yeah, it's huge. It's a cool spot.
that was the first bathroom I graffitied with our stickers.
Ah,
Nice.
I
nice.
put them everywhere.
Yeah.
Those what the fuck do you call it? Underwater
The
mask.
diver helmet one.
Yeah, the diver.
Nautical.
The nautical.
Nautical theme. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat playing shows here at Ollie's.
Yeah, this is by far my favorite venue.
Yeah. I'm not just being biased. I just have a good time here.
Hey, so can we still come up here and hang out on Monday nights? Because I got nothing else to do.
Yeah, Mondays are gonna get real weird.
I mean, I'm going to leave all my shit set up, so
Sweet.
it'll be here.
I will
just-
slowly take
I just don't
Yeah,
want to.
Josh is
little things.
I just,
slowly like,
I just don't want to move those.
we're going to have a
cabinets
show and
anytime
we'll come
soon.
back and like, where's the sound system? Shit.
I forgot that the singer owned 90% of the sound.
Hope y'all like floor monitors.
Oh, God, dude.
Yeah, I told Zach that we're going to have to do something there.
He's gonna. Yeah, y'all are gonna have to invest in a sound system now.
We just had some subs.
We did.
We did. Your sub sounded great.
They were
Yeah.
fantastic.
Those
Yeah.
little itty bitty guys did all right.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
God, we
Did you?
were
I mean,
so fucking.
I didn't even have to. I don't have to push him as hard.
Yeah.
Because you've got Matt shit up there too.
Yep.
That's just like
I did like that
beefy.
everybody used that cabinet too. So I was like,
Oh, yeah,
I,
it's-
I
yeah.
like how this sounds.
Yeah,
I'm
it
so
sounded
happy.
good.
Yeah, because you really
Well-
get to hear it.
I think it was Set Adrift's bassist. I think he was playing through your set.
He
Yeah, he
used, my
played
whole,
through-
he used his
yeah.
pedal board, but he used my entire rig.
And
Yeah.
he was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Good God, this is awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
Buy a dark glass. I recommend it.
Yeah. You know what was really cool about the end of our set and towards the end of the night, we had a lot of people that came up and heard us for the first time that night.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know that.
tons of people came up and they were like, "Man, I'm so pissed that I discovered you tonight."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like,
Stay
that's-
tuned.
There were a lot of new.
releases.
There were a ton of new faces last night.
yeah.
Yeah, or you know.
Yeah, it was really
Well,
cool.
Stranger
and-
pulled a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then there were a couple of people with Set Adrift.
Yeah, they brought a little crowd with them.
So like the people that came with them, I know one or two of them were like, "Ugh, "This fucking sucks. This is your last show."
Yeah.
He's like, "I would watch y'all play every night just because how y'all act on stage," and that made me feel like a fucking world
Well, that's
champion.
we've talked about this before. That's all we've ever tried to do is like, hey, we're gonna have fun. You can choose to enjoy it with us, or you can choose to just not.
That's the freedom, like playing with this band is like I know our product, it's great,
Right.
but like when we play on stage together, we're just all fucking linked in, and it's just us enjoying us.
Right.
Like I didn't have to stare at the crowd. Like I had a hard time with that, but like just knowing that you're in that corner, Chad's where he's supposed to be, Josh is all over the
I
place.
disappeared once.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Panic, no,
In a sea of people.
dog.
I didn't know what to do.
The Panic and New Age Gays at the Linda. He's in the crowd. He's like moving people, and we're like letting it hang out. He
But
like
Chad genuinely thought I was gone
he looked.
It's like, where's John? Because you weren't saying anything.
because I had to wait for y'all to come in.
He has to wait on the bum bum bum.
I mean, I did it. I did the build up. I just think I did it way.
Like 60 seconds, bro. I thought I was gonna die in that. pit.
Another regret I have is not having 201's like ending. I should have waited like 1,000 more years.
I felt like it was great.
No, I think it worked.
Yeah,
Felt
it was
like It
good.
was a great amount, great ring out because everybody thought it was done except for the people that have heard it before.
It's good tempo.
Yeah.
Dalton got a video of that. He like made his way up front and saw it, and I'm pretty proud of how I acted on stage on that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That
Well,
was a-
we've talked about this too. We grew up watching bands that cared,
yeah,
and like
yeah,
we're here to put on a show.
right. Yeah, you get a ton of bands these days. that
I
just
can't
stand up
I
there.
can't do. I
Yeah.
can't. I mean, I will listen to them on an album. I'm not going to go see them
Yeah.
live.
They set
I need
up,
somewhere between that and Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
They don't play with any sound stage. It's all through the front of the house, and they just stand there. And it's like, this is the most boring,
We talk about that
thin
a lot,
shit.
dude.
Yeah,
We
you
had-
gotta
Use
have.
the fucking
I use profilers. That's fine, but like, put it
Have
through
an
a
actual
cab.
cabinet.
yes.
Get some stage sound.
We had all the stage sound.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's all we have. That's the fucking
There-
only thing we had.
The only thing that we really needed mains for were vocals and drums.
Yeah.
yeah.
We could have figured it out.
God, it
without
sounded so good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I had it dialed in.
Double.
Oh yeah, you
sounded
did. You
really
killed
good.
it, man. It was fantastic.
great. Sounded
That's
really
the
good.
best it's ever sounded in
Yeah.
this building.
Yeah. Too bad Josh is gonna take it all away from it.
Too bad Josh is gonna ruin everything.
Had the
Right,
double
as
had
soon
the
as
double
we get
mains
out.
going. It was great.
Double mains, baby.
Josh,
Well-
why don't you just rent us your stuff?
I think I've been doing that.
He sends us an invoice for like
$7,000.
4 years.
These are back payments due immediately.
Can you imagine?
I will have to send you like the dates we have coming up for the next shows to make
Yeah.
sure you don't have a wedding,
Yep.
so I can like figure that out. But
Damn,
yeah,
the
if we have to,
weddings.
man, I'll toss a couple buckaroos at you for rent it.
Buckaroos.
I mean, this is probably what the second largest show Ollie's has had.
Probably so. Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
There was so.
There was a lot of people.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, I shut down 3 people trying to sneak in
Those fuckers.
because like I was
You're a
running.
good doorman.
I'm the-
Yeah, doorman.
I do it in such a casual way. I'm like, "Hey, amigo, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, you got to pay." I was like, "Absolutely, $10 a
Yeah.
head. What are we doing?" He had 2 beers in his hand. I was like, "You paid for that. You have to pay for this."
What if he took one and drank one of his
I
beers?
did.
Yeah. Here, this will work.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that. I got 4 beers running the door
I saw.
and a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw that too.
That
Nice.
was wild.
I
Hooking
also
it
noticed
up.
The trash can got really full really fast.
Daddy was home.
Yeah. Next show, invest in larger trash cans.
I don't have. I put a trash bag out here, a big
think-
black one, and I had a big black one back here.
Never
and
saw those.
They're all piled up over
I
here.
just
The
threw all
next
my
show-
empties behind the stage.
I think
Yeah.
the next show at work, I'm going to try it sober, see what it looks like.
Just try it on.
I give it 13 seconds.
We'll do that. Yes, absolutely. By the
The-
time I got on stage, I was like,
You don't remember?
I feel great. Like, I'm ready to. I was so ready to go. I don't know if y'all remember me like walking up to you like, we have to go on stage now.
Right now.
Right now. I got amped up. I talked to all the people I needed to talk to. My buddy Hayden showed up. Hayden works like overseas all the time. He's only home like a little bit at a time.
That's cool.
Him and his wife showed up, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Did he leave right after we played? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
He
I
just-
didn't meet him.
He just came to see us, and
nice.
then he left.
Nice.
He sends me the best Instagram reels.
Yeah.
Our algorithms is absolutely like diabolical. Like it's foul.
It's the chat you don't want to escape.
If man, when you die and all your like shit's brought to you,
No, bury it with me.
I'm.
Burn-
No one needs to
Burn
see
my
this.
phone.
I just need you guys to make a pact. If I die, you have to find all my things and just burn it. Don't let my mom see it. Don't let anybody.
Is it more than just your phone?
Just my phone.
Okay.
Also,
Well, that's
don't
fine.
Listen
That's easy.
to our live recordings and practice of Dead Trees. We would really appreciate that.
This does not reflect how.
Yikes. Very bad.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
I think I'm gonna miss practicing with you guys. It's always been Monday night. I know that I can reset my life.
unwind time.
It's just the purest form of like relaxation for me. Like when I went on vacation knowing I wasn't practicing, it wasn't a vacation. You know, like it's going to be.
Couldn't even look my kids in the eyes.
They were like, "Dad, why are you drinking so much?"
I should be somewhere else.
I don't need to be here.
We did a
My
podcast.
real family.
We did a podcast while you were on vacation.
Yeah, that was like a lifesaver.
Yeah.
But like, it's just not the same.
No, that's the camaraderie is, like I said, the friendship's still there.
Yeah.
Not going to change, but the consistency of the camaraderie is what I'm gonna miss the most.
I tell you
for
what
sure.
I pray for is we have a couple
Death.
more tracks. Yeah, that too. God, the sweet release of death. We have a couple more tracks we haven't released yet, and we are going to do that. I mean, like, why would we hold those in our pocket?
Allegedly, we have another one to record.
Yeah,
We do.
Something
When
wild
we're going
We
to,
yeah, we got to record. that
we're
one.
going to.
We
Like,
did that thing that one actor did was like we don't release it until like 2099 or something crazy.
no, like
I'm not gonna make it that long. Josh.
B-sides.
So, like,
what's his name?
John
John
Malkovich.
Malkovich.
That movie. Have you heard about that movie
Yeah.
that he did? That it's not coming out until like 100 years from now.
I bet it's wild.
I bet.
He's like
I
eating
love
a
that
robot
guy.
box or something.
What did we
Shocking.
record? We have
Tragedy.
We
yeah.
have Tragedy,
Dead Trees.
201. Dead Tree- Okay, I was thinking. I was like, "There's 4 for sure." There's because
a
we
hit
need
and miss
we need to
version
do
of
one
Creep.
more of
Age
we
is-
New Age, and then we got to get the Creep. We got the drums for Creep. Y'all just need to finish your shit. I don't.
But like my like I have this weird fantasy like we release that just to the people,
Yes.
and everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
And it's like Lady in the Water, where it unlocks the next president of the United States, kind of thing. Like it's so inspirational that it like
Sure.
changes the future of the entire world.
No one liked that movie.
You didn't like Lady in the Water?
I love
The only good part about the movie was the dude with the one arm that he worked out
Dude,
with.
those freaking grass dogs are
Dude.
creepy.
Or we start getting like random messages and phone calls like, "Hey, we want you guys to play these shows."
Yeah.
Like, well, we can't. 'cause
M. Night's dead to me with what he did to the Last Airbender.
That's
for
fucking
sure.
100% correct. I just that in my mind, like we release these songs, and people are like, "We have to hear this live." So we have to fucking
Sorry about it.
We just
Planet it like, put all our
It'd be amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we just play these cool shows you
Every
know,
once in a while,
every once in a while.
I can be down with that.
We'll just like get randomly famous on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens to our social media now on Running with Giants?
We let it.
We just leave it.
We let it.
See what
just
happens?
fester.
It's as dead as the trees.
Dead as
Dead as the
You're right about.
trees. There's
No,
an inside.
I think it's really cool, kind of like looking back, like you and I connected Saturday night at the end, and it was just kind of like what we set out to do, like what this started and how we got to put our mark
Yeah.
in this community with like music and
Yeah.
stuff. Like starting the band, like we were kind of unsure, you know, it was a rough start because I think we were trying to figure out like what's our style, what's our sound, and it took a few members to figure that out. Obviously,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
happens. That happens in bands.
You're welcome.
When it first started, y'all were like a Viking.
Not 100%.
I've got pictures to disprove this.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
One of us.
That was such a weird way that we got together.
One of us looked more Native American, I think, personally. I'm not gonna say
Or
who.
clown.
Or clown. One of us had never done
All right,
face paint
Jason
before.
Terrell.
Nope. Yeah, I was leery.
I think it was really cool just because it's like it's one of those things where even though like it took time and it was kind of like a crock pot
Yeah.
where you just had to put the right ingredients in and you had to let it sit. Because remember how long it was before we played a show?
Oh yeah,
And then like remember the first show we played and it was really rough.
it was rough.
Downtown Live, huh?
No, it was.
It was with Post Profit.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
played.
yeah.
Yeah, you filled in for
That
Steve.
was at Texas Players.
Texas
Players, yeah.
And they threw us a huge bone by letting us open. Because I basically reached out to them and was like, hey, would you guys let us open? And they're like, yeah, man, you'll cut down our set by 30
Josh
minutes.
played bass and
I played
sang.
bass and sang.
And I broke a string.
You did, and had
And I
to
was
use
playing for
somebody
that line
else's
six.
guitar.
asked for a guitar.
Yeah.
And
I
you
take
could
it back.
tell a joke
I think my
live, and it
favorite
was-
memory is not having to be a part of those pictures.
Yeah. Thank God.
Hey, listen, we had to walk before we ran.
You crawled.
Yeah,
dude.
that was crawling. That was.
So I think it was really cool, like getting to kind of like see each step that we took got us to like a next level to where we went from like, so our music's online, obviously, and so you know we've got like a song that we joke about that needed to be revamped and revised and rewritten and stuff. It's called When Gods Fall.
I'm still kind of bummed we never rewrote that.
There's that.
It's got good bones.
Yeah.
got great
It's got
bones.
really great
it's,
bones.
it's cool because there's somebody that I ran into like years ago that talked about like when you're working on creative projects, it's kind of like, you can look back at the stuff like whether it could be like pictures that you took at one point to where you're trying to make something yourself in the entertainment industry. It could be music or a movie that you've been in. And it's like, yeah, you could look back and be like, oh, look at that hot garbage. But then it's like you can look back and be like, wow, look how much like I've grown. Look how much better I got. Like, very first recording I've ever done is still on iTunes, and it's unbelievably embarrassing.
Oh, no.
It's so bad, dude. But, like, for the people that want to do a deep dive and see what I've done, my hat's off to you. I'm not going to tell you the name of the project because it'll be a fun little, mystery search that you can do. But it's cool to look
Josh
back.
Mandreger and the boys.
The boys.
JM and the fellas.
It's really cool to look at where we started. Like, yes, we had to go through a few musicians and stuff like that, but, like, where we got to, like, this last Saturday, I was just unbelievably proud because, to get to a point to where you can play to almost a completely packed out room.
Right.
And at the end of the night, everybody's chanting one more song because they desired to hear more of what we had to offer.
Yeah.
And that was cool. That was fulfilling to me. Like, yeah, we didn't get to do, this major tour, massive festivals or play arenas or whatever, but it was still just really cool to be part of something great where you impacted a community to where there's songs that they started to learn and know and scream certain parts. Yeah. That's meaningful.
It's more that actually, to me, like, where I'm at in my life, like, I fucked around and fell in love with music again.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with the scene again. Like, it's been dead for so long.
Yeah.
The fact that Post Profit even made something of themselves with nothing is...
Yeah, they were in a...
It was the fucking driest spell.
It was.
Yep.
And, that was what was talked about the most Saturday night, was, like, what this used to be here in Longview.
Yeah.
And Kilgore and, like, surrounding areas.
Remember the first Ali show? Like, there's like 20 people that
Yeah, and we played on the floor.
We played on Art Walk.
Yeah.
Yep.
We played a show when there's already people walking around.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, we fucking did this.
Yeah.
Like,
The one more song chance at the end kind of got me because
bad.
I didn't know how, like, I knew people were gonna have a good time. I knew it was gonna be received well, but I didn't know it was gonna be reciprocated as well as it was.
Like,
and that I was like,
I got a
oh,
chub.
so
Right
I'm
now?
hard. Do you know when you're like a teenager with your like first band, you're like, what are we gonna play if someone starts chanting one more song? And you're like, oh, we'll play this.
yeah.
Like, where I'm at now in life, I was like, there is never going to be the one more song chant.
Yeah.
And then it happened, and I
I
was
know.
like,
that threw me off for a little while. I was
holy
like,
shit.
that was like, because the whole time we were playing, I was so into the set.
Yeah.
The emotions weren't there yet, but as soon as we hit that last ring out and I put my bass down and I'm looking at you guys and I hear that and I was like,
Mike, and I was really too embarrassed to pick it back up.
well, I heard that and I was
Can't
like,
do this now.
I was like, oh man, like
It was
this is
so
this is the
loud in
thing.
here.
I had to stop. I was like, I'm glad
Yeah.
we didn't try to do another one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could have made it through another song.
And then we were on the struggle bus turning on microphones just so we
I
could
know.
talk at the end.
Yeah, and like what's crazy is how loud it was.
It's
Like
so
I still had my ears in, and they like
Good for you.
It was
Glad
loud.
you had that. I had no idea what this fucking in-ears meant to me.
I mean, we can all control our own mixes. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Someone said that was like really badass when I threw my in-ears out of my head.
Yeah, it
They're
did
like,
look cool.
Dude, that looked cool as shit.
Yeah,
I didn't,
he was like, "Fuck it."
because all I'm hearing is like this weird lo-fi techno beat in my ear.
I'm glad when when it happened, I got like a little clenched up. I was like, I swear, I hope that's not going through the mains.
If we're,
I mean, it totally was.
Yeah, great.
Just very low.
hey, honestly, there was a moment where it sounded cool as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
When we were doing the dun 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 on 201, it was like dun 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 digga 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 dun dun dun. I was like,
we
holy
never
shit.
practiced with it, and like I turned it on and straight up forgot about it. And
There's always that one guy that
Hey, we
always
made it.
asks-
because I had him muted in my ears, so I forgot it was even on.
Oh, it
So
was on.
yeah,
It's okay. It was okay.
And we had the conversation. It was like, Yeah, I remember when we brought the iPad and we set up tracks and it was like we never used them. It's like we are so consistent.
Yep.
And like
Yep.
being so accurate and on point of like
But guess what else we didn't have? A click.
a click. And there was a guy that was like, "Are you guys sure you don't want to play with a click on Saturday?"
I've like the last 2 shows we've played, something's happened to my in-ears, and I've had to take them out. Like
The first song we played, I had to have one out because it was all messed up, but I fixed it.
yeah.
But
This doesn't help.
what am I
You're
moving
just
my mic around? I'm a hand talker.
There goes Chad.
Talk with my hands a lot, very visual. So
I see it. Yeah, no, we know.
Head mic.
He asked,
No,
for,
but like-
he asked for headphones so he couldn't hear himself talk because the microphone won't be close
Out
to
of
his face
everybody
at all.
in this band, I've always been against the click. Not in a bad way, but I was like, why were you?
Oh,
not?
I love a click.
yeah,
I don't.
I do.
I just need to see the drummer
The
and
problem
I'm
I have with it is it's not. It's not programmed
Not what
well.
I want.
Wait.
It doesn't have the right sound, you know? Like, I don't know if y'all remember in the studio,
Oh,
I had,
you
like,
remember.
Joey, like, got to change that noise. Like, it's got to be the right tone, you know, the right accent, and that.
Couple of old pie plates.
Hey, well, imagine though if you're the one that had control of that and you could make it sound like whatever you wanted it to.
You can.
But, no, that app is it's so limited. It's
pack
so
is
limited. That app sucked, so.
It's true. I could never get on it.
You know,
I remember when Josh was like, download this app. I'll send you all the tracks so you can practice. And I downloaded the app. And I was like, there's part of one song on here.
We did successfully get one full song,
we did, yeah.
That we
had,
don't even
We had
play
the war
but
on there.
unfortunately, we lost all.
I know.
all the other tracks.
Yeah,
I'm glad the war is recorded because
That's a good song.
it's a good song.
it is. I have a lot of people that love that one,
Yeah.
and they listen to the other ones. They're like, "What happened?"
What the fuck?
Masquerade.
Most people like
Masquerade's
Masquerade.
great.
I love that song.
Yeah, most people love that song, and even Simulations. is
Even
really
like
good.
we've played Masquerade.
Simulations is fun to play.
doing the video for Simulations, like as far as like
Oh, was
far
it?
back as that was so much fun.
That was weird. I didn't.
Yeah.
It's
Look, Matt.
You can finish your thought, Matthew.
no.
I don't know if
Look,
he can.
you can't help when people die.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but-
I could not control the circuit. I was in that band when that music
Yeah.
video was shot.
and one
but
thing that like.
you're
I'm
like, you sure you can't make it? It's
as
like,
much as I
have to
hated-
go to a fucking funeral.
As much as I hated you not being able to be there, it was really cool to have Forbes and
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was
you know.
neat. That was neat.
That was awesome,
Talking about big shoes to fill.
dude.
Fuck.
Good grief.
Yeah,
Having to come in after that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like y'all played what, one show with
played one
him?
show with him.
Bowling alley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
One
burned
show.
down
Yeah,
immediately.
that was a
after.
fun show though.
That was.
That was a good show.
We
I was at that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Him and
Yeah.
his. Yeah. It was a good
Yeah,
show.
me and my ex were there.
Mine
Nice.
too.
Yeah.
That was our last night out together.
We learned a lot from that show. I really do like that.
Well, how to set a building on fire?
Yeah. Or how to get out before it gets caught.
Yeah.
So my mom's husband, my stepdad's cousin, owns that place. Jack Bishop.
Jack. Yeah.
Yeah.
They rebuilt it.
Yeah.
It's back.
We
Yeah.
almost got to play with Drowning Pool.
Oh yeah, that would have been.
That'd have been
Something.
rough.
it would've
We
been-
played with Drowning Pool and TOA in Tyler.
At Clicks.
At Clicks, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were not great guys.
Did we ever? We didn't play a show in Tyler, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Where?
We played at Truvine.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's another cool place.
Oh, that was
That's a neat
They've got a
place.
sweet
that was the
setup.
most hungover.
Your rug's still there.
It's Dennis's rug.
Ah,
That was the most hungover I've ever been to play a show in my life.
Oh, that's right. Because of the night before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and my brother got together and
yep.
we decided that we were going to kill ourselves with alcohol.
It happens.
I remember you just looked and said you felt so gross.
But it
and
was a
then you
great
had to
show.
leave early.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the freaking rain.
Yeah.
It was kind of a bummer, but it was that was a cool.
We did
The show
really
was
good that
great.
day. Yeah, we really
Yeah, that was
did
a
good
solid
that
show.
day.
We played a fucking great show. Thankful for seltzers.
Yes.
I couldn't drink another drop of beer, so I drank a peach seltzer, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This will work." I was,
This has still got booze in it.
oh man, it was not good for me at all.
Yeah, that was
808 got some good videos and pictures
Yeah,
there.
those are
Yeah, that was a
good
good
pictures
one.
from that show.
Mostly of Dennis, but it was cool.
There's a really cool picture of me from that show.
I still think the best picture of Matt is the one at
Haltom. Yep.
with like the
Looking
fucking
up, the way
yeah,
you're pointing up to
dude.
the
That is
heavens.
such a good picture.
I went.
That picture that for me from Haltom has been my profile picture
Oh yeah,
since
yeah.
that day.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Drinking
Yeah.
the beer. Yeah.
Look like I'm doing a TED talk. I've got a beer in the hand. My hair's all messed up. I've got the mic. I'm like,
So we were there on time, and we were set to play like at 6. And
Everybody technically got there at 5:59.
yeah,
yes.
and like you see those pictures, and you're like, whoa,
You played to 10,000 people that
yeah.
day?
It looked like it.
Yeah.
But to be honest, there was 5 people, and the photographer, Spitfire Images,
Yep.
Alexis. She's cool
From
as shit.
Waterworld.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is the girl from Waterworld. She's the lead singer for Hope Intact.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
3 links now or something, right?
She is
Or
part
third
of.
string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's one of their promoters.
That's awesome.
She's one of the promoters. She's actually really cool as shit. She does a lot for the scene in Dallas.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
But she got these pictures, and when I played that show, I could give a fuck about anyone else. I was playing that show for me and my boys, and I
That's
broke.
the show you kicked your mic stand down.
I broke
Yeah.
their mic stand.
Pushed it down to the ground.
That's also the first time I ever heard an acoustic
Satan.
satanic metal band.
the weirdest
That
thing
was
ever.
the coolest
That was the cool.
shit.
Me and Chad were in the crowd, like, what?
It was just me and Matt up there just vibing to it.
I was like,
Yeah, because everybody else wanted to leave.
no. Me and Chad were like,
That dude was shredding the acoustic.
he was ripping that acoustic to shreds, and
I-
me and Chad were like, this is everything.
Like, I just thought about, like, man, I bet this would sound so good through some amps and
Yes.
like an electric guitar, because that dude was ripping it up.
He was a hell of a
put
guitar
Tenacious
player.
D
Yeah.
to shame
yeah,
that night.
he
Yeah,
was killing it.
and then they had the lead singer in a cloak with
Yeah,
corpse paint.
just
He's like
chanting.
Satan's walking through the meadows.
What was his
Sounded
name?
just like
I don't
that.
remember. Yeah, I did.
Devil
Driver.
Yeah,
Devil
and then it was
Inside.
like their drummer was just a dude back there with a djembe.
The fucking.
They had a
Just
cajon.
fucking- yeah,
He was playing
cajon
a
and a
cajon,
djembe.
yeah.
It wasn't Devil Driver. What was it?
I don't remember.
I think it was like Satan Inside or Devil Inside or something like that.
It was wild.
Definitely.
It was not what I expected.
Definitely had Lucifer's name in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Beelzebub buddies.
What's
Yeah.
cool is the
They slaughtered a
acoustic-
goat before they played.
The acoustic player,
I'm
his
surprised they didn't
wife,
slaughter a goat on stage.
His wife and kids were in the crowd.
Oh,
And the
nice.
kid walked up to us. He's like, "That's my dad." I was like,
Yes, yep.
Oh, you played in The Omen.
Yeah. Hello, Damien.
I bet his name was Damien.
It probably was. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Or like something Morningstar.
Oh,
Beelzebub.
Bobby Morningstar.
Yeah.
Bobby Morningstar.
Starting for pitcher, Bobby Morningstar.
Those straight heat.
Just straight fire. He throws 666 miles per hour.
Yeah, that was a good show.
.666 ERA.
Oh. Fuck, it's been fun.
Yeah, it has. I mean, we won a talent show, guys.
We did.
Or Battle of the Bands.
Battle of the
Hey,
Bands.
you're going on Thursday.
Yeah, saw
If
that.
it wasn't on Thursday, I was
We-
gonna. I
look,
I thought it was on a
Look,
Friday.
I did too.
We still have to do a video.
It's
Like,
weird. It lands on a weird day. I don't know why they're doing the premiere for it. We are in it for a fraction of a time. He said.
Is it the entire season, or are they just doing one
I
episode?
don't know. I think.
You're just there for 8 hours. That would be fucking awesome.
I don't know exactly how they're doing it. He mentioned the scenes already been edited that were in.
nice.
I
I didn't sign
like
a.
it
Did we
torn
sign a
out, too.
release?
Yes, we did.
think you did.
Yeah,
all
we probably.
did.
I think you had to.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I want to watch it, and I still think we need
gonna be
to
on
hold
Prime,
them to it. We need to make a
Yes,
video. Like
Amazon
we got to
Prime.
do it. Like
It's
we've
just us in the jobs that we left to.
yeah.
It's just
So, when-
office work,
Day in the life.
welding, you're doing your stuff.
Daniel would not let that happen.
What are these guys doing here?
Daniel would be like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like,
Listen to this track.
my band. He's like, "The
That-
band you quit?" I was like, "I didn't quit."
You wouldn't understand.
I told my boss today. I was
want
like,
to battle the bands.
I told my boss today, like, "Yeah, Saturday was my last show with the band." He goes like, "You're in a band?"
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I showed another guy our track that was given to us today, and he was like, he said like it absolutely sucks that you're not abandoned.
Yeah.
So I'm saying we need to do a video, like pick one of the songs that we're gonna
I
release.
think we do Tragedy.
Tragedies.
I had two people come up as they're walking out on Saturday, and they were like, "What was the name of the second song you guys played?"
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't the Latin breakdown that we did. So I was like, "Oh yeah, Tragedy," and they were like,
When I hit the fucking first little chord on the slow down part, and the crowd screaming.
Yeah. While it was like dying out. Oh, that was so good. It was huge.
"For the bridge."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when we were playing Saturday, I had my in-ears in because we haven't done the fucking dumb techno beat yet.
The only thing that would have made that better is if the crowd knew the lyrics
Yeah.
and they were singing like that chant.
Well,
That
to
would've-
be fair,
oof.
there
let's do
was
this
people
again
in
in
the
6
crowd
months,
that kind
they
of
will.
figured
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
I saw people
Oh
mouthing
yeah,
words.
yeah, for sure.
That song is going to be huge, and we're not going to be able to do anything with
we
it.
can't do a darn thing about it.
But no, like I know that you've talked to those guys since this event has happened.
We'll do Tragedy.
I still want to follow through with that if everybody's available
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
so.
No, we'll make it happen.
Make it happen, Captain.
That's easy.
Big booty clap.
It's either that, then give us like $3,000. We won that thing fair and square.
You ain't getting no money.
That was No.
That was
I
fun.
said that we were gonna get all of the footage and the recordings that they did from that day.
Well, they may honestly still be in the every time I've reached out to them, they've been in editing. Everything's still just all been edited.
To the fact that we won that thing.
We've never fully declassified this
Yeah.
on the
I
podcast.
thought you did.
No,
Oh, 'cause
we haven't talked
couldn't
about it.
We couldn't talk about
We
it.
can't talk about
That's
it.
right. NDAs, baby.
Are
Gotta
we
love
good
'em.
now?
The premiere's Thursday.
So fuck it. They can eat dicks.
So much for that video.
We won
Yeah, they're like-
bands, and we opened up for Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. We were in a
TV show.
series called Bandmates.
Yes.
And it's got Bart Crow as the bassist. He's on TikTok. He's
Brett.
super.
Love him.
Other people, I'm not
I had
really
to
sure
convince
about.
you to take a picture with him.
Well, I didn't want to be that weird guy.
No, you were
that weird
fangirling.
guy that was like fangirling.
I did.
You were over
Big
there in the
time.
corner giggling.
Dog.
He's so cool.
He's
Hey,
the nicest human on the planet.
Hey.
Go talk to him. I
Hey.
can't.
I don't want to.
You have
He's
no
famous.
idea how many hours I've spent watching his lives on
Oh yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. They're so good.
He's
When
like
I
the
saw
nicest
him-
human on the face of the
Yeah.
planet Earth. Also,
Bart Crow is the shit. And he has one of our T-shirts.
Yep.
He does. He wore it.
He wore it
and
on a
tagged
live.
us in the video.
Yes, he did. Such a great guy.
Yeah, so it's coming to Amazon Prime sometime soon.
Yeah.
They're having the premiere of.
This Thursday.
I'm assuming it's probably 1 or 2 episodes. I don't imagine it would be the whole thing.
And it's called FCK Hollywood.
Is the production company?
Production company.
Yes.
Yeah. So the 27th.
Yeah.
It'll be February 27th is the premiere.
So yeah, we were in an episode of that.
And our band was against a couple other bands.
Several. I'd say
Several.
several.
What, 7?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, 6,
And-
7, somewhere over there.
We
We won.
There's some solid ass bands in there too.
Yeah.
the fact we won over that one chick singer is
Your opinion is not valid in this scenario.
it's so valid, dude. She's bad as fuck, dude. Devin?
I know exactly what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but
You can't say shit. I can. I
no,
can.
I was gonna say like I think like I love
No,
this.
great.
He was
yeah.
watching the performance.
Listen,
Yes.
Yeah.
we showed
he
up.
was watching. He wasn't listening.
I don't
but
know.
He was watching the performance.
I don't know a
sure.
note.
I
of their
really
songs.
thought the band Wolves or
Running with Wolves.
Outcome
Outcome the
Outcome
Wolves.
Wolf.
Those
Outcome
dudes.
Wolf.
yeah, they were they
those,
were good.
Those dudes were real good.
They had a good presence. Like they had they had a good indie sound. Yeah,
those guys are, and they like us. A
Yeah,
lot.
they were really cool
He
dudes.
constantly reaches out to me, and
Yeah.
he was super bummed when we made the post about the band coming to an end. He's like, "Oh man, that really sucks."
Yeah.
hear it.
I thought it was going to be between
Joseph,
us
is
and
that his
them.
name Joseph?
I don't remember.
It sounds right.
I think his name's Joseph, the singer. Yeah, shout out to Outcome the Wolves. Those
No,
guys
there was
are-
a lot of great bands,
guys are
but that
solid.
chick should have won because just on stage presence alone, she could have wore a tuxedo. I'd have
I don't know, man. My sleeveless shirt's pretty good.
It was pretty good. That's
So,
pretty good.
I think my least favorite part about that was when, by the time we got to play, because of where the sun was at, we were looking directly into the sun.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Don't squint." I'm like,
But-
I think
there's a giant
But
orange thing in my
for
face.
footage, though, we honestly probably couldn't have asked for better.
yeah.
Perfect lighting.
I think the other thing that really sucked is the amps that
Oh,
we
I don't
had
know.
to
I was
use.
gonna.
Like-
No. I tried to
You had a
take.
great amp.
I tried to take that little MPEG combo with me.
yeah.
Well, no, it was the guitars because like they told us they would have cabs and we would just need to bring our heads.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
get
that-
up there
that
and they're
didn't
like little Fender tube amps.
Another classic
Like,
Denton miscommunication.
We made it sound good,
I played through
but like it was so weird.
Yeah.
I played through a basement. And then
And then no in-ear monitors. Like we just played with floor monitors.
Sound check with Creep, and we couldn't really hit the key.
Yeah.
my guitar was out of tune.
Yeah.
I put those big strings on it and it fucked my neck up.
But I mean, when we played Dead Trees, we fucking killed it.
Yep. Brought the heat.
That-
baby.
Yeah.
One of the best compliments I ever got was Chad after that. Like, he's like, "You screaming on the mic?"
Oh, it was so good.
Like, it was like the build up, and I don't know. I just
Improv.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
phased in and out, and I was like,
what I did.
"Everybody, put your fucking hands together."
That's what I did on Saturday.
It was perfect.
I randomly found a microphone in front of me and was like, "Who am I talking to?"
For one song, energy wise, it was unbeatable.
I think part of that is also why we won is we had way more just full stage energy than anyone else that
we were
played.
talking about earlier. Like, we're
Yeah.
up there to have fun.
Yeah.
We invite you to join us in having fun, but if you don't want to,
I don't-
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about me. I pace like a fucking wild animal when I'm.
But yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
You
like
were
a
all over that stage
caged
last
tiger.
weekend.
I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. Like, it's not me. I don't know. When I start playing, I was like,
The
I've got
adrenaline kicks
to fucking
in.
move, dude.
Fight or flight.
I was kicking that
Fight or
wall.
flight.
I was kicking the wall and like backstepping a little bit, and then just moving all over the place.
and he destroyed my cymbal.
I kicked the fuck out of it. I'm so
I was
sorry.
still able to play, and it was actually kind of fun because it was like facing me. So I was
flipped
like,
it up.
I don't
I
know
was
what
like,
song
"Ah!"
it was. What song was that?
Creep.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was Creep.
Yeah, whatever happened.
Man, we were
He
getting,
ninja kicked his ride.
we're
Yeah.
getting into
And
it.
it went. "Boop."
We're getting into it, and his fucking ride. I was like, "Fuck it!"
It literally turned it vertically.
Yeah. And so
playing like,
I know I was playing like this. I was laughing.
And
like
no, but after I did it, I kind of like was like, "Oh, I don't need to do that."
Oh, Chad's gonna be.
it's
mad.
only a $500 cymbal. It's cool.
I kicked the fuck out of it. I'm so sorry. It
Still
didn't
worked.
break.
Didn't break
Yeah,
it.
it's meant to turn like
So
that.
far, my favorite picture ever is that picture I showed you earlier.
It's so good.
Chad's behind the set, and I am like on his thing, and I'm like,
Just his face. It's great.
That's awesome. Yeah, so the bandmates thing. We
Yeah.
sorry.
we go out to Denton.
chasing rabbits.
We go out to Denton.
They
We
don't
get invited out
think
to
you were
be
chasing
part of a
Devons.
show, and in the
would.
show, it's a battle of the bands.
God, I'd marry her tomorrow.
And so we all talked about, do we want to do this? If we win, we get a music video, and yada yada yada. And so we went out there. We were prepped. We were ready to go. We had to use some janky equipment, unfortunately, but
it's just one of those things. Like
I know
you
what
put
you're
us
talking
in a
about. That
fucking
bass cabinet
corner.
was
There-
fantastic.
It was a perfect storm, and it turned out just
and it was
phenomenal.
honestly cool because the crowd knew that they had to be a crowd,
Right.
and so
Yeah.
that also made it. Kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
fun if
Even
Yeah.
the ball jugglers.
Yeah.
Shoot me in the fucking face,
Oh, I forgot they were there.
That was so.
dude.
Why were they?
It was.
That
It was zany.
So zany.
That's a perfect
the fucking
word for
David
it.
Bowie Labyrinth
Yes.
glass
And
jugglers.
you didn't know who David Bowie was.
Yeah, that's fucking right. Because I was like, "Oh, what's up, David Bowie?" He's like,
What?
I was like, "Oh, kill yourself tomorrow." I don't know.
Chris Angel.
Mind freak.
But yeah, it was really cool because one, we didn't have to go first, which is always a good thing.
Yep.
We kind of got to get a feel of because they're shooting an actual show.
Yeah.
But it was a real battle of the bands where people would vote, and so they're calling action. When you start, you got a brief sound check, maybe if you were lucky, kind of thing.
We had
So-
a sound check because homie was like, "Hey, you can turn that treble up
Yeah.
on your amp," and I was like, "I'm gonna turn everything up." When he said that, I just went treble, volume, go, and I went that TS9 saved the day.
Yeah. Yep. And so we went out there. We played our song "Dead Trees," and then towards the end of the night, they voted, and they voted for us.
They had a closed voting on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we won.
Yep.
Yeah.
We won. And
It's
it was
pretty
really
cool.
cool because then they called us back up on stage, and so like the winning is not like it's weird because like
We didn't win any money.
It's a we won a music video, but since it's a scripted show, we didn't win in the show.
We got second place.
We got second place in the show, which is still cool because that means we're still in the show more.
Yeah,
So
that was
part's
fun.
pretty awesome.
So in
I'm
real
looking
life,
forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
in
Dude,
real
I
life,
can't wait for it to come out.
In real
I'm
life,
going
we
to
won, though.
binge it.
Yeah,
whatever their band is, we beat their ass.
yeah,
In
for
real
reals
life.
we did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Brett Crow's in that band.
and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
That'd be a cool band to be in with Brett.
I wouldn't have a job.
I wouldn't do it though.
you guys kind of look alike though.
No.
like just a little bit.
No, I see it.
I
What?
see it.
We're
See it.
skinny white guys.
Yeah, with
that's
like facial
about-
hair.
Facial hair.
Yeah, it's got the same facial
generalization
hair.
much?
You both play bass.
It's true. You know what? You're right. I'm Brett Crow's son.
Well, he plays a Jackson bass. That green one.
Yes, that's true.
He plays.
When he gets that fretless out,
Oh.
it's so good.
I'm such a fucking fan of him.
Yeah, so good.
He's such a cool guy.
I made you take a picture with him.
I know.
It's so funny.
You didn't have to make me do shit. I went straight to him.
I just
To
don't
be
want to
fair, I
bother
was like,
people.
Can I live
To
in
be
your
fair,
To be fair, I was like 9 fucking yellow bellies in. I was like, "What's up, man?"
So you brought up a good point about not having to go first.
Yeah.
Like
I hate it.
I think that made a big difference.
I think so too. We were able
For
to
that
like
particular
yeah.
scenario.
Because we've opened shows that had nothing to do with
And it was
Battle of the
fine.
Bands, and we kill it.
But then, like, we
There
didn't
was just
really
so
know.
much other things going on.
Yeah, we didn't really know what we were getting into at that point in time. But getting to see, was it like 3 other bands? I
probably
think
like
that went
3
before
went
us, and how everything was working, and like
Because like you call action, or they'd make you do a take again.
yeah. So it
The
was
crowd
it was
wasn't in it right or
nice.
something.
It was nice for us to be able to like kind of learn on the fly and see what was going on, and then be able to go up there and be like, all right, cool, it's our turn.
Can I tell you like a super embarrassing thing about that day?
Oh, I'd love it.
So there was a dude in like a leather vest and a do-rag, and he was sweating profusely,
It was hot.
and he was breathing hard.
Yeah, it was hot.
And I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, great set." He's like, "Oh, I haven't played yet." I was like, I just like, "Oh, fucking kill me now."
That's perfect.
I mean, like he was just stressed to
Yeah.
the fucking max.
I think I remember the
Was
guy.
he in the band that played after us? Yeah. Okay.
I, know,
I
know
just
what
went
guy-
up to him. I was sweating. I wore that gray shirt for some reason. That was stupid. I don't know why I did that. But
We weren't allowed to have logos. Remember?
yeah, I just
Right,
wore
yeah.
a plain gray shirt.
I wore that white
my
shirt that
dumb
says
bald
"Mama
head.
Tried" in the
Yeah.
Miller Lite logo. I was like, "Hey, if they tell me to change, I have another shirt." They didn't say anything.
Who was-
I'm probably
who
not
was
going to be
guy
in the
that threw
show.
on our shirt for the set.
The
It-
fucking
it
DJ
was-
guy.
It was
The
the dude
MC.
in the show.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he had to change because
Yeah, because he had a Nike shirt on.
Yep.
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 Yeah, but
And
he
he
was
wore our
in the
shirt.
show, so our shirt's gonna be.
He was the guitar player
the show.
He's the guitar player for the band.
Yeah,
from
he was
Bandmates.
wearing our
The-
shirt
The
on
long
set,
haired dude.
yeah.
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 it's really cool.
Chad, you hand me a beer of that cooler, brother?
Bro, I can get you that beer.
I did a better cooler there, brother.
What about a cooler there?
What do you want to give me that rumor?
You want the Kool-Aid jammers?
That's all that's in there.
The Capri Sun.
My
Oh, there
son-
are Caprice. Yeah. Well, so we had McCade's birthday party yesterday,
My son's
and I had to use that cooler for waters and Capri Sun. So there's still water and Capri Sun in there too if you're thirsty.
My son fucked those Kool-Aid jammers up. He drank like 7 of them.
Jesus.
I know. Every time I saw him, he was going to the cooler to get another drink. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Are you Matt's son
I
when
don't
it
know,
comes
I
to
can't
drinking?
Drive.
I got too many Kool-Aids there.
He was sugared up.
Those kids. That was cool. That was a cool party.
It was fun. They had a good time. It was like a
The shit was that?
What?
something
didn't hear that?
made a weird noise.
Sounded like
Your
somebody was
ghost?
back there.
Yeah.
Is this haunted?
Could be. Well, I mean,
We've done podcasts.
It's connected to the old horse back there. So
We've done podcasts with ghost hunters.
What about murderers?
this is an old building.
Not yet. So far, I don't know.
That we're
Maybe.
aware of.
Yeah, to go back to the Saturday show, me and Matt, we went to the Rack and Roll. That was
Wait, after the show?
Yeah.
God dang.
we
Yeah.
Yeah, they all loaded up in a Jeep over here while
Yeah,
I was
we did.
leaving. And burned
No,
out.
we rode in a Ford Maverick. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Ooh, did y'all in that the green one?
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, that thing is so
Dope as
cool.
fuck.
It's
I want
nice.
one
We
really
Yeah.
bought it on Friday.
It's so cool. The
$30,000
$25. I know
out the door.
the 25, and they like
That's what he
upgraded
got.
all the
Yeah, the
Bro, I'm
screen
looking
is
at 'em.
now the whole dash. is
I'm
a
looking
screen
at 'em.
now.
They're
Out the
fucking-
door, 20. So he put like $2,000 down.
Yeah,
Financed $28,300
yeah.
or something stupid like
Yeah.
that.
And that's like the
So
XL
cheap.
model comes with everything. It's just like, you
Well,
know,
like I don't like leather seats.
yeah, I hate them.
It doesn't have
I'm a
leather
cloth
seats.
seats guy.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you give me a plain Jane version. I'm
It's
fine
it's
with that.
funny too.
Yeah.
Like you got the XL. If you look at the XLT, all it does is it changes the rims out.
Yeah.
Like it's the same fucking truck with some different rims. But yeah, these chairs are uncomfortable.
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I've got all this cushion back here.
I'm used to sitting on bricks. I'm okay.
No, we went to the Rack and Roll, and like I haven't been in a bar like that in a long.
It's a bar, like a cigarette smoking bar.
That's one right
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
and it was
Interesting.
not my favorite. It was fun, but not my favorite.
It was interesting.
The real downgrade on emotions from what you did a couple hours prior.
Right. It's like
Well, by
you know,
that
this
time
dank
in the
bar.
night, there were no emotions.
Well, to be fair,
To be
people
fair.
came in- to be fair, people came in from the show, like,
Oh, cool.
and they were like, "God damn, dude!"
It's you again.
Oh fuck!
I was like,
Pressed, are you okay?
I'm really drunk.
It's so funny. So many people come in here. They're like, "Is it okay if we have a beer in here?"
As long as it's in that glass, you're fine.
As long as it's Old Horse, bring it.
No shit. No shit. I got like 4 messages about beer. I was
Yeah.
like, as long as it's not glass, you're fine.
Old Horse probably makes a killing anytime you guys do.
They do
Yeah, I think they do
because they
pretty well.
serve in plastic cups.
Yeah, they know when they're happening, and
They're
yeah,
selling less beer for the same price.
yeah,
Depending on the beer.
yeah. Hey man, we got to hook up the homies. You know,
That's right.
Homies
That's
get
right.
hooked up.
Shout out Old Horse
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Speaking of hooking up the homies,
John.
you guys need to tell your friends about Truck Beers, and make sure that you subscribe to their YouTube channel.
Yep.
Right.
We're trying to get 50 subscribers so
Yeah.
we can go
You
live.
could be watching this right now
Yeah.
and see how many
This could
times
be
they
a
actually go pee.
You can see us going like, "Ooh, gotta pee pee."
Pretty much.
Watch them get up and leave every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
we also have another Ollie show coming up,
In March.
March
The Hag
28th. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
It's
Kevin
gonna
put
be a
this one together.
nasty
It's
show.
Hag. We got
hardcore.
Weeping Hour, Threnody, Obsidian Soul, and Human Instinct. It's gonna be a dope show.
So
I hope
I
you guys can get a sound system by then.
get a sponsorship.
You don't have a wedding on March 28th, do you?
That's wedding season.
It is coming up, baby.
So I've seen like more than one post about like this venue being
Yeah.
the fucking place in East Texas. Like
Yeah, it's my
Like-
happy place.
nobody can fucking hold a
Same.
candle to this bonfire,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm so glad I'm the door guy. I feel like I'm a part of
doorman.
something.
Yeah.
It is really cool because I told the story to like 4 people on Saturday. I was like, yeah, man, it's really cool to see all the shows that Ollie started with. It's like no stage. All the merch was still out on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And, you know, like you just cram a band back in there.
Yeah.
You still had the Frisbees on the back wall. And
Shout
all
out to Cloverfield. They were like one of the first.
Yeah, yeah,
them and PP Boys.
PP Boys.
yep.
It's like the old Hot Topic acoustic shows. that we used to do.
Yeah.
Dude. And we got to participate on playing on the floor before
Yeah.
we
Mhm.
graduated to the stage.
Yep.
There was
Yeah.
nothing to put my foot on, which is really bothersome to me.
I feel that to my soul.
I
Yeah.
have to
if
have
you can't have something to kind of step up on,
if I
I
can't
need to
put
lean
my
a little bit.
if I can't put my foot on something and play,
dude, I'm the
I don't
same.
feel like I'm doing. I have to do this fucking number,
I'm the same.
Yeah.
and I hate it. Like
It's
a power
weird.
stance.
I do these weird, like, I don't know, like I'm about to crip walk or fight
You should.
somebody, and it,
What if you did both?
it doesn't work for me?
That's what this
Have
band
you tried
is.
both? Try both next
Hey,
time.
this is what this band's missed.
I
is
don't think you
fighting
can say
someone.
that.
Yeah, dude, it's one of my favorite things, honestly. Like once we really
fight someone?
No,
Oh.
when
Crip
we
walking?
really when we really got the momentum of our personalities our style, our attitude,
Yeah.
and the vibe that we would do at a live show. One of my favorite things is to get off the stage and get into the crowd with people.
Yeah.
Usually,
It's the
I love it when you do, even though I thought I lost
like
you.
usually,
Even though you disappeared at the last song we played.
usually I get in the crowd when I play. And
Yeah.
I didn't do it Saturday.
You have your wireless, right?
Yeah, I didn't do it. I was just
I never get to do it.
well,
Grab your
kind of hard.
Just go drumline style.
grab your snare and walk.
Drumline
Ah,
style.
shit, it's Nick Cannon.
Yeah, just keep a set of quads back there, and then
Yeah.
just like throw them on.
That would be a cool drum solo if you had like a fucking
Wow.
portable quad you
Yeah.
could stick on the stands.
Wait, you can't read music?
Nope, I can't.
Yeah, dude, I still watch that movie.
Oh, it's so
yeah,
good.
it's
I
so
don't
fun.
care. I don't care.
So fun.
That and Whiplash.
Whiplash is good.
Oh, it's so good.
That's a wild story, man.
They did a
That's
great job.
the like classical drummer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Miles
jazz drummer.
Teller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, dude,
One of his best roles.
he is frightening.
One of his all-time greatest roles. Shout out to
J.K. is
J.K.
just
Simmons for
that dude.
listening.
If he's listening.
That would be impressive.
Listen, you never know. Somebody be like, "Hey, I was listening to Truckers one day, and
They said your name.
yeah, J.K. You should check these guys out." Yeah, J.K. subscribe to their YouTube channel.
I would just.
Yeah, I've
I'd
I've
quit.
played
I'd
with a
die
lot of
happy.
guys.
It was the J.K. Simmons is J.K. Rowling.
Even better. I've played with a lot of guys.
yeah.
I've never had anyone throw a music stand or anything at me. So that's wild.
I've almost caught a guitar to the face.
Shit.
You
I'm
hit me with a
honestly-
broken stick.
Yeah, I did.
He hit
yeah.
me in the face with a stick one
Yeah.
because it broke while he was playing.
It's a danger zone.
I was like, ow!
Danger zone.
And then I just kind of get pushed around a little bit.
You've almost caught a bass headstock in the face
like 2 shows ago.
more than once.
Yeah.
That's just the one we told you about.
Yeah.
Probably the worst I've ever been injured on stage is when you headbutted me one time.
Oh yeah.
Did it? It was out of
Dennis
love.
damn near knocked me out at a show.
no.
Here, that was here.
Yes,
I used to get Dennis's hair on me.
Dude, that hair flowing, flop.
Josh
Just-
grabbed the back of my skull and pushed it against his, and he just
So was it-
pressed.
like, I did this hurt.
And he was
I
like, it was a
wanted him to-
moment. No,
I
it was,
wanted him to think what I was thinking.
it was a
It
moment.
was the heat of
where
the
I-
moment, man.
Take
It
my
was-
thoughts
It was
now.
good. Like, no, I get it. Everyone's like, wow, this guy loves this man, and I got it. But like, fucking my.
He put a dent in my skull.
Also,
I
also,
received a restraining order from
also, I kissed almost everybody on stage Saturday night.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kissed you all on the cheeks.
Yeah,
I
you
kissed
did.
you back.
Gotta
Yeah.
Give the homies love.
That's my favorite thing to do on stage, just kiss my friends on the cheek while we play. I do it. I did it to Dennis one time, and he's like, "God damn it, don't fucking do that, you psycho."
No, the last show.
It's all about the love.
the last show that he played with us here. I didn't think I was too close, but apparently I was too close because we're just jamming.
Didn't he hit you at fucking?
And he went like slung his head back and caught me like square on
Oh, that sucks.
the top of the eye socket. I was like,
I thought that
"Oh,
was at
no."
Kitchen's exit
Was it?
in Mineola.
That sure.
That was a fucking.
That happened
wild
here
show.
too, though.
Oh man, yeah, that was the hottest show we played.
Dude,
I
it
hated
was
that stage.
so hot.
Fucking hot.
It
I
was
hated that
95
stage.
degrees on that
It
stage.
took me
That's where Julie
10
came from.
and a half minutes to get out of my pants.
That's where Julie,
So wet, dude. They were so wet.
That
and
was a
sweaty.
wild show. Like
That's where Julie came
the
from.
rope
Yeah.
all over the place. Like
Yep.
that was. It was like an
This-
old.
this
Look, you want us to lower
Hardware
you?
store.
You
And
want us
all
to
that
lower
shit-
you down on this balcony? No.
No, I
That
don't
looks
want you
like it's
lower
going to
yourself.
I don't
fall.
even want to play on the stage that you built yesterday.
And it was the
God.
weirdest.
Fucking
Weirdest stage.
Stella Veer with all their shit.
Yeah.
They had so much stuff on stage.
Yep.
That's when I knew those guys were the real ones, though.
Yep.
Yeah, those
I
guys
love those
kill
guys
it.
to death.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Josh and the guitarist are like doing their
Semi-charmed.
semi-charmed.
So they just played
show
it.
here
They
recently.
just played at a casino.
Yeah, they're playing big shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing killer shows.
That's the secret of musicians.
Cover bands.
Cover bands.
Sell your soul.
I've had enough of those.
Ugh.
They're playing like,
Tractor shows, am I right?
but they're doing it like they're playing the songs they want to play. and,
yeah.
like making it their own thing. So that's
There's
cool.
nothing wrong with it. If it's something that you want to do, go.
I remember like we talked to Josh
In March,
when they were setting up, and he was like, "Hey, if the bass tracks are wrong, It's my fault. I recorded him last night.
Yeah.
Because their bass player just quit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then
Dude,
they
when
got
they-
that
And he's like, we weren't going to
fucking
Giant. Dude, I thought he was going to
Holy
fall through the
shit.
stage.
I've never seen
They
this.
had the,
The light truss just like.
Yeah, it was moving. It was moving.
Their bassist, when they played here at Ollie's,
6'7".
he was Dalton Bass
270
as a bass player.
Yeah.
He was a massive dude. And every time he would, and he wasn't a stationary bass player.
No.
No.
That motherfucker was going back and forth, and the light trusses were hitting the wall and coming back this way,
Yeah.
just swaying in the wind of this man's
And then
majestic-
when you would talk to him after the show, he was
Such a
like
sweet guy.
just a teddy bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gentle
Dudes
giant.
that big, I've realized that they're just nice guys.
You don't have to be aggressive when you're that big.
It's true. People just don't mess with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my buddy Daryl. He's like that.
Yeah, he is.
Old Binion.
God, Daryl
Paul
Binion.
Binion.
He's such a sweet guy.
Yeah, he is.
But he's massive as
Yep.
fuck.
He was our lead singer in Marshall's band.
Don Juan Treavante.
Yeah, Don
Yeah, I
Juan,
remember
way back
Don
in the
Juan,
day.
baby.
I was in high school.
I remember that name.
Yeah,
Don Juan Triumphante.
Don Juan. So that band,
So we have definitely played
Oh, I'm
shows
sure we have,
together.
yeah.
if you played with Fallback,
Yeah, we played with Fallback all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Don Juan, y'all played 3 shows with Don Juan, huh?
We played a few more than that. We played quite a few.
It was
We
so
won a
great.
battle of the bands one time.
Yeah,
And it was headlined by Johnny Empire. They were the
fuck you,
they
Levi
were,
Kitchens.
yeah, they were like the
Hudson.
that was back. Forbes was in it then.
Yep,
Yep.
Man, that was so long ago. Holy crap, we were babies.
2005.
Yeah, that had to have been 2005 or 6. Way back. It was at a church in Marshall, behind the church on this little
Did you
stage.
play at the skating rink over there off of 281? At the skate park skating rink thing?
Inside? the
Yeah.
park? Yeah, we played there.
We played
there.
there, yeah.
Fallback played there.
That was a cool venue. It was just a stage and skating rink, so people were skating and
Around
also
you.
mosh pitting.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's fucking dope.
that was cool. Now
There was
it's
one
like
of
a
those
church.
in, I want to say Nacogdoches. It was like a skate park that used to put, it was like indoor skating park
Yeah.
that used to put shows on.
So-
and the shows were up on a mezzanine.
Oh, I know
And
what
like
you're
everybody
talking about.
skating underneath.
Well, yeah, but that's also where the drop
Wasn't
in
it
was
called
for
Horn Toad?
I don't
skate?
remember.
I
This
don't-
was
yeah.
2003, 2004.
Lumberjacks.
I don't know. Sure.
Here's the deal.
I'm probably not even in the right town at this point in time. That was so long ago. That's my only documented concussion was from that show.
Still think the best shows that Long
Tried to
ever
drop
had
in
were.
on Doc-
Documented. That's a very fucking.
It's a definition. It's a distinguishment that you have to make.
Yeah.
We got, so there were some people here that haven't been to shows in 10, 15 years plus. And we were, apparently I
First
said,
live band they've seen.
Yeah, for real.
Century.
apparently what I said after the show, kind of kick-started some kindling.
Yeah.
And they're like we were talking about all.
Reunion tour.
Yeah. We're going to get a cool bunch of bands trying to figure it out now. But, we were
wouldn't be
talking
mad
about
about it at all.
all the venues in Longview at one point. There was Party Zone on Eastman.
Yep.
There's the Blue
Party
Velvet.
Zone.
There was the fucking Lions Den. There was
Cantons.
Cantons. Exactly. There was Kid Station.
Yep.
Yeah, the back of Kid Station.
Kid
They
Station
used to
was
do,
the
like,
best stage.
After
Yeah.
football games on Friday
Don
night.
Juan
they used
played
to
that
do-
one?
Yep.
Yeah, Kid
Yeah.
Station was the
What was that one in the mall?
Kid Station.
No,
oh, no,
no, no.
180.
180.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We won a battle of the bands at that place one time.
That was a cool stage.
Down
It was
where Zoomies is now.
No, it's where the movie theater used to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in Michigan then.
No, I was here.
in 2005.
No, it was still open when I moved here.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, there was
6, 7. Yeah.
And then there was
Had some bad nights at the Lions Den. Good
Lions
God.
Den.
Dude,
was
the
rough.
Lions Den was probably my favorite place to play.
Lions Den was
This reminds me a little bit of
Yeah.
that, but clean.
Yeah.
cleaner.
The
way
Lions
cleaner.
Den was wild.
No one's drinking malt liquor and smoking blunts on the stage.
Well, and then
We
there was,
abused that place
there
so
was
bad.
the Lions Club out on Judson.
Mm-hmm.
You could rent that out and do shows also. So that was like when the Lions didn't shut down.
I want to say
they
Ethereum
moved
Conquest's last show was at the Lions Club, and
They moved all that Lions Den shenanigans out there.
Yeah.
And that lasted for 6 months maybe,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they were like, no, every time we rent this place to you, we have to clean it for a week. I'm like,
So-
well, yeah,
That's
that.
how rock and roll works.
What do you-
So the Lions
we paid you.
The Lions Club on Judson, the last show, Ethereum Conquest, that was their last show. It was also Black Body, which was Cole Tucker,
Alex Perez.
Yeah, and Alex.
Alex.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, they used to be in Give It Up for Gavin. And then
we
they
walk like snails.
Yep.
And
God
then they became
dang.
Black Body.
Dude, I work with Alex.
No shit.
Alex Perez,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I used to use, he let me borrow his bass while I was playing for Fallback.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
He had that fucking
We always played
sweet-ass
together.
P-bass,
Yeah.
that Fender P-bass.
Well, yeah, we always played together.
Yeah.
Man, those guys were so cool.
So, like, Give It Up for Gavin was probably one of my favorite bands.
They were fun.
So, because it was Alex Perez, Cole Tucker,
Patrick? Was Patrick in that one?
Patrick was in that one, and Zach Golden was the keyboardist. And then they had Andy was the lead singer. What's his fucking name? It's Andy. Fuck. He looked like the lead singer for Silverstein, but he was like tall, lanky.
So long ago.
Yeah.
Because we played with them, and then there was that church over on, was it Hawkins?
No, you're talking about Hollybrook.
Hollybrook, yeah.
Yeah, that was the.
It
That's
was,
where Emery played and
yes.
blew all the mains.
Yep.
we played there with Bullet for Pretty
They
Boy.
played Walls, and that place turned into a fucking disaster.
They got
Yeah.
Emery there?
Yes.
No shit.
Yes.
God,
Yeah,
that
Emery
would have been
there.
awesome.
That's when Sean, what's his name, was booking shows.
Sean.
I saw Emery at the door.
Yeah, they played at that place in Longview.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That was a cool spot.
They
And
were.
they as soon as they started, all of the electricity went.
My Name is Victory played it, and Bullet for a Pretty Boy played it.
I played with them.
Yeah, we played with them there at
And
one
the-
point.
It's like the Bridge 717.
Something like that.
Is that the corner of Hollybrook and 4th?
Yeah,
Yes.
right there by
the
Longview
hospital.
Regional.
Yeah.
It's a bigger building behind the church.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a cool venue.
Yeah, we played
I never
there.
played there. I went to a few shows there,
No,
but I
no,
never played there.
I'm sorry. My Name is Victory did not play that show because
I think they were already done by then.
no,
Or they hadn't started yet by then. That was before them. I think.
remember. I know I played a show with My Name is Victory because I knew Chris Carpenter,
Yeah.
fucking the most phenomenal lead singer of any band alive.
Cool.
Fuck me, yes.
No. He's 5'1", but he has the fucking scream of 1,000-foot men.
Yeah.
Like he's such a wild boy. That was back.
Strongest suit, I
Dude, what was that? There was another place we played with. We played with PS for Vampires and We'll Kill You
It's impressive.
at it was down here on 80
It's probably Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that place was cool too.
Blue Velvet was the fucking greatest. Like they had a show every weekend.
It's another venue I never played at, but I went to a lot of shows at.
Yeah,
I went to all the shows there.
That was a fun one.
I had a friend I met at church camp, and we became friends because we didn't want to be at church camp.
Yeah.
Because like we would,
You don't want to be.
we were in the same.
Were y'all a little bi-curious?
We made out with our wieners in our
More
mouth.
like By Furious.
No, we
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I brought my guitar, my acoustic, and he brought his acoustic, and we
I've
were
never seen an 8-string acoustic before. This is wild.
trading Every Time I Die licks to each other.
Nice.
And we went to the talent show. We like wrote a song for the church talent. So we made this Christian song, but it was also like a huge fuck you to the church, but in a cool way. I don't know. It was like a really cool oxymoron for everything. Everyone's like, "This is really great," and then we were like, had a little secret, like, "They don't have no idea."
This is actually about Satan.
He had a band. Yeah, pretty much. He had a band from Sulphur Springs. That's where they were from, and they came and played Blue Velvet and like Death to Divine. That was Cody Hurst's band.
Yep.
We Will Kill You, Justin Bonner,
God, I love them.
and Cody Lawler. PS for Vampires. Fuck, there were so many other bands.
It's so weird how we never met.
I bet we have.
We all played with the same people
Yeah.
at the same time,
Just
at
Play
the
at
same
Fast
places.
Freddy's all the time.
Fast
Yeah.
Freddy's. Fast Freddy's. God, that was such a cool
It's the
venue.
closest I've ever been to jail
Yeah.
because I almost beat the hell out of somebody with a softball bat.
I went to Fast
That would've
Freddy's
been
thinking
murder.
it was going to be a show night.
I would have been aggravated assault. I would have stopped.
I went to a show.
They pushed my wife. I was gonna fuck somebody up.
Everyone's going to die tonight. I went to Fast Freddy's when it was supposed to be a metal show. Ended up being hip hop night.
Nice.
And it was me, Taylor, and Colin Bunn and Clayton, and we were on stage with these rappers, and we were just dancing, drunk. And we're like,
You were their hype dudes.
Yes,
their hype
exactly.
man. Yeah.
We're
The
like,
Fly Girls.
what? It was so fucking cool. This place used to be something like venue
Yeah.
wise. Like there used to be so many places to go.
There were. Yeah. We had a good scene.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun. Everybody was in their girl pants, tight shirts, headbands,
and it was
V.
deep V's, baby.
and this sounds really weird to say, but it used to be mildly dangerous.
Yeah.
In a cool way, like you can go to these shows and like you come correct or you don't come at all, and it was fucking awesome. Like there's people that hardcore dance now and it's cool, but like back then, like Cole
Yeah.
Tucker and his boys were like the
Yeah, you'd
east side
get-
kicking kids.
You'd get hit.
You get fucked up,
Mm-hmm. Get
And-
hurt.
and it was fun. Like
Man, what are those guys up to now?
I don't know. I want to say Cole lives in Denton or Dallas now.
I hope he's
Or
still
Austin.
playing. Those guys they made good music.
I saw Cole was going to Auburn studio for guitar lessons, and my dad and I went in there to look at guitars. They had Parker guitars and Randall amps. That was it. But Cole was in there taking guitar lessons from some dude, and I was like, "Why are you taking guitar lessons?" Like I met these guys there because they were from like Hallsville.
Oh yeah, they were all at Hallsville.
And I was from Harmony, and we would just drive in for the shows. And, like, we became pretty good friends in that sense. Like, we'd see each other around and shit like that. But, yeah, I remember seeing him take guitar lessons at Auburn Studio, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
It's good times.
You out of here, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm right behind you
All right.
in a good way.
We'll shut her down.
Thank you guys.
It's 8:10ish.
I enjoyed this.
Yeah,
Why haven't I been doing this more? This
we
is
have
fun.
been asking
fucking
you
great,
for a
dude.
year to be on the podcast.
You can be on this
Ask him
podcast
earlier.
anytime you want, guys. I don't know why you haven't done it.
Mondays might be podcast night for a little while. I don't know.
Dude, Truck Beers featuring Chadwick,
Chad.
dude. Fuck yeah.
I'll just have my sweet tea or Dr. Pepper though.
That's fine.
Yeah. We
There's,
don't
it's not a
force anyone to do-
requirement. It's just a name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually been like
We don't
considering
actually
taking a.
kiss the homies.
Oh, we do that.
I'll kiss my friends right on the cheek. I don't give a fuck. Who's gonna tell me not to? Not my dad for sure.
He's not calling you.
He's not calling me
Calling
back. Yeah, thank you guys for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank y'all for-
I
Yeah,
love you,
it's a
dudes.
good time.
I hate that this chapter is closing, but I don't feel like it's
I don't
the end of anything.
know. And like nobody can predict the future.
We still got tracks to release.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Tracks and a video. There's still some stuff to come out.
Sell the rest of our merch.
We still got merch, people.
Hey, we got merch for sale. $10 a shirt. Let us know. Running with Giants.
It's on consignment at Ollie's.
It's on consignment at all. There's just a couple of shirts on the
Yeah,
rack.
there are. Yeah.
There's a bunch of them right there.
I was like, whose are those?
We've got a
Like,
couple
oh,
of
shit,
stickers
sorry.
left.
You didn't even recognize your own shirts.
It was they were in bags. I don't know.
Upside down R? What is that?
What the fuck is it?
I'm so
He's getting
confused.
Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. It has musically and band wise, it was an absolute privilege and honor.
Yeah.
It's probably been like some of the stuff I've been most proud of.
Yeah.
So
And, like
Yes.
you know, being in other projects, you know, like
Just drop the mic.
having good intentions, you know, maybe even playing some cool shows or opening up for some like really big bands or something, but the quality of the music written, but also the quality performing it.
I think a lot of that's the maturity we have at this point in our lives.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's a big piece of it.
we've done all the dumb shit,
Yep.
so let's just concentrate on like what matters.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
all know what needs to be done on stage and at the studio.
Yeah.
And we're able to do that, but also have the best time ever.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is the shit I'll talk to my grandkids about.
Yeah.
You know.
And
No
it's cool that
doubt.
we get to show them high quality stuff like
Yeah.
footage and
Yep.
pictures and
Yeah.
recordings and
Oh yeah, there's bands
in a
that I've been
TV
in.
show.
There's bands that I've been in before that I like will not ever talk to
Yeah.
my children about. Like this band, like
You won't show your children Sex Stallion?
maybe. McCade asked me the other day, he's
right.
like, Daddy, when I grow up, can I be in your band? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
The band that I don't have anymore.
It's just all of our kids running with a little.
This
giant.
is what we're waiting for now is our children to grow up to be
Yes.
in a
Yeah.
band, and we'll just
Do this.
be the fucking.
Here.
Well, what's his name? Fuzzy? Was he the sound guy forever? Over
Yes.
at Clicks? Fuzzy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be him.
There's like 9 kids between us. Like,
It's a
they're gonna
basketball
think
team.
Someone
that's
needs.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just miniature Slipknot.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I think my son would write the lyrics, and they would just be very disturbing.
It's gonna be weird.
He'd be on stage like Billy though, and never look at the crowd.
No.
Yeah.
I like 2 things: Legos and hidden turds.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in that order.
That's still the best thing I've ever heard.
It's wild.
Wildest story.
It's the
ever
fucking.
told.
That's my boy. He's
Yeah.
my DNA.
All right. Hey, I love you guys.
I love y'all very
Yeah.
much.
We
Thank
love you guys.
Yes.
The people
Running
in-
with Giants
in
on
the machine.
Facebook, Instagram. That's not going to go away anytime soon.
No, it'll be there for a long
Look
time.
out for tracks to drop in the near future.
Like, follow, subscribe, Truck Beers. Tell your friends. Get your friends to check these guys out, man.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
I know it's weird to do a plug yourself, so
Yeah.
We're not ashamed of
Yeah,
it.
we'll let
No,
the
we'll do
guests
it.
plug the show.
Chat our guests, we get to plug your podcast.
Thank you
No
guys for
doubt.
doing this.
Yeah.
Like
Y'all-
this was fun.
Yeah.
This, we kind of talked about doing this on Friday,
It
and
wasn't
then
gonna work.
decided that was not a good idea.
we threw an audible
One
on
of
that
them
one.
was threatening to kill another kid with a hammer.
That was yours.
That was
That was
frightening.
the boy.
But the more I thought about it, I was like, we need to do this after the fact.
Yeah.
Because then we'd have really good stories to talk about.
Yeah, you have to process it for a little
Yep.
bit, then you get to really like.
If we did this Friday night, 1,000
It-
children would be like, "Daddy, I gotta poop."
Yeah.
It's not gonna
Can't
work.
you wrap it and give it to your mom?
Yeah.
Ezra hit me with a hammer.
Thank you guys for like giving me this outlet for the past couple years.
Thank you for being part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you came back to it.
Thanks for saying yes to the dress.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We weren't ever going to take no for an answer anyway. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If that was the case, I'm not going to take no for an answer now. How about that, dickheads? I'm just kidding.
My.
Next Dolly show.
How the turntables have turned.
How the tables of turntables. Y'all come to Ollie's every show. You
Every
have
show.
All of
yes.
them.
Yeah, this is a great place. Don't let it die.
If you
We
wanna
got to pay
see-
the rent.
If you want to see this beautiful smiling face take your money out the door, you have to come to it. So
Hashtag no sleeves.
no sleeves. If that's what it takes.
Yeah, we're going to issue a dress code for the doorman.
Don't you dare, Daddy. I will.
It'll
John-
change. It'll
He'll
change
wear it if
every
you
show.
buy it.
Staff on the front.
There
and
was a
section on
moment
the
where I
back.
thought about. Listen, there was a moment where I thought about ripping my Dolly shirt, and I was like,
Oh, no.
I'm
and I was
glad
like,
you didn't.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna do
I would
that.
have cursed all of your ancestors.
Yeah.
Shame on your family. Shame on your cow.
I don't know how many conversations I had. They're like, "Oh, I love Dolly." It's like, you don't fucking even know.
You don't know.
You don't know how much I love Dolly.
I've cut myself for her.
I will. Yeah.
I'll 9 to 5 for her.
Working 9 to 5.
You know, I've never been to Dolly World. I heard it's fun.
Fucking beautiful.
Same. I've heard
Yeah,
really good
heard it's
things
good
about it.
things.
It's like Six Flags, but like
Country.
sexual.
Sex flags.
Big
Six
old titties
Flags.
everywhere.
She's my favorite human being
All the
alive.
cotton candy is just.
Boob shaped.
Please subscribe to our YouTube. That's what we need right now.
Yes.
Also, we have stickers for sale. We have a couple left.
I've got some.
Yeah. So, thank you all for listening. Thank you guys for being my best friends.
And when they post questions, ask questions. Like, get these guys thinking, because it's really cool to get their perspective on life. It's really, really interesting.
Are you sure about that?
100%.
Are you
I've
sure
asked
about
a
that?
ton of questions.
Yeah,
have.
and we
You
answer
have.
it. And it's
Yeah,
not
we had
great.
some good ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had some good ones.
Anyway, yeah. No, I love you guys, and I'm very, very proud of all of you and everything that we got to do
Yeah.
together.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
All right. Truck Beers out.
Truck beers, daddy. Hey. Kisses.